minus 1 minute. T minus 50 seconds. T minus 40 seconds. T minus 30 seconds. T minus 20 seconds. Ten, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0.
And we're back.
That's right. What's up, everyone? It's been a minute since
It has.
our last stream.
It's been a couple weeks.
It has. It has.
Yeah, that means we have lots of stuff to talk about.
You want to know how many slides there are?
Oh my god, I can only imagine, dude.
19.
Oh my god.
Yeah. So
We
what's
got
going on,
news.
everyone? Isaiah is up in here. Short break cards. Sector, what's going on? How you doing? So first thing on the agenda is weekly pickups, and I don't have anything.
I have some stuff.
Yeah. Okay. Well, why don't you go ahead? And,
Okay.
Yeah.
I only have a few things. I didn't pick up too much, but I feel like what I did pick up is really good.
Nice. All right.
So let's start out with a little bit of an average pickup. This is a facsimile book that just came out this week from Marvel. Since I don't have the original version of this book, obviously I had to get the facsimile edition. And yes, I know I don't have a mustache tonight. That's circumstances.
What
Little bit
happened?
of a shaving accident. I
Oh,
just couldn't.
really?
I tried to match one side up with the other, and it just didn't look right. So I was like, let's clean slate it. It'll come back in a week. I'll get it sorted out then.
Yeah.
So, anyway, facsimile edition book. Nothing too crazy. My light's being weird right now. Okay. Giant Size X-Men.
Wow.
#1 facsimile edition.
Did that just come out or something?
Just came out this week.
Wow, I didn't know. That's sick.
It's a pretty hefty price. They got it at $8.
It's kind of worth it though.
Oh yeah, this
sick.
thing, the artwork is amazing on it. Obviously, I'm not in the market to buy a Giant Size X-Men #1 right now.
Yeah, right.
But they had this facsimile edition, and I could end up reading it if I really, really wanted to. So yeah.
Yeah, nice.
There's that pickup. Nothing too crazy. Let's move to our next one here. This one I got off of a Instagram claim sale. I was watching some comic book dealers, and I came across a live sale of $2 books. It was like a $2 Tuesday deal or something like that.
That's not.
This is really cool. I like this cover. I haven't seen it before. But I really do like it. This is The Flash, issue 13 from 2007.
Okay.
Pretty cool. It's got Black Flash on the cover. This is the death of Bart Allen, Barry Allen's son.
Okay, gotcha.
So it's got a really cool... This isn't the cover A, I don't think either. I think this is a variant with the Black Flash on it.
Okay.
So I was able to pick this up for a couple bucks. Very cool book. Pretty interesting significance to it. Not a well-known key by any means, but it's definitely an interesting book to look at. I mean, I like the cover. But yeah, Death of Bart Allen, kind of a minor key, less significant key. I got it for a couple bucks, so good deal, in my opinion.
Yes. What's up, Tyler?
All right, these next two books I really got for good deals. This is Daredevil, issue 151.
Oh, nice.
Early Daredevil issue.
Yep.
I think the only key significance to this is that his identity ends up being revealed to a bunch of people.
Gotcha.
So yeah, it's great cover art.
Mm-hmm.
I really like this. It's in pretty good shape for the price I got. I got it for $4.
Nice.
Pretty good.
Good deal.
Early Daredevil issue, good cover. Pretty good shape, you know. Just kind of checked all the boxes for me. I had to pick it up.
Nice. Isaiah asks, what's that Batman thing behind you?
That is the Batman Masterpiece Edition that comes with the Batman issue #1 reprint that I have, and it's actually a fairly expensive set to get. I was able to find mine for $40. Same for the Superman one down there. I actually just started hanging a bunch of stuff on my wall, so like my Spider-Man 3 poster is up there. I got my what's his name, Adam West signed Batman print up there.
Yeah, nice.
I got my Spider-Man thing over there, my Daredevil thing over there. I'll send you a picture of it. It's cool.
Okay. Well, there you have it.
Last book. This book I've been searching for a long time. I haven't been able to find one for a good deal. Usually when you find this book, it has a ton of spine ticks. It's hard not to have spine ticks on this book because the spine is completely black. But this one has, I think, 3 spine ticks max on it. It's in incredibly good shape. I was estimating like 8.5 to 9.0 range, so it's pretty good.
Nice.
From a book from 1979. Adventure Comics, issue 462. This is the Death of Earth 2 Batman.
Ooh. Wow.
Check this thing out.
That looks good.
There's only a couple. There's this one right here, and there's this one right here.
Oh, yeah. I see that. Newsstand.
Then the rest of it.
Oh, well, 79. That's close to the cutoff. But
looking very good.
It
looks amazing, dude. So I'm happy to get this.
That might be like closer to near mint than than 8.5, honestly.
Yeah.
It looks good.
I just don't know the page quality. It was like cream and off-white. I don't know how much
it kind of changes for older books. Like I feel like they're a little nicer.
Yeah.
If it's like really clean, they're like, okay, you know.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
But yeah, this thing was great. I couldn't pass it up. It was $10. Had to get it.
Sick.
Probably one of my most wanted books from one of my most wanted lesser key issues from the past few years. Kind of just like a minor key that I wanted to pick up, but the Death of Earth 2 Batman, that's pretty significant because that is the original Batman before Earth 1 Batman started taking over for the rest of the time. This is obviously after Crisis on Infinite Earths, I'm pretty sure. So, actually, no. Crisis on Infinite Earths came later. Yeah. Yeah, you could double check that. But
Crisis, that was 6 years later.
Okay.
Infinite Earths.
But yeah, Death of Earth 2 Batman, pretty sad. Pre-Crisis on Infinite Earths, pretty good little minor key there. Like for good little $10, you know, $10 fine.
Yeah. Is that all? Just those few there? Nice.
That's it.
All right.
Pretty much it.
Good deals. Good deals for sure.
Yeah.
All right, everyone. We got a show. We got a show tonight. I'm telling you.
We got stuff to talk about.
We got stuff to talk about. I'm excited. I'm excited for this. DK, do you play Minecraft?
I do. I've been playing it pretty frequently, actually. More and more.
All right, everyone.
Oh, man. Here we go.
Are you ready? First off, this was pretty ridiculous. That you sent me this, and I was like so mad. I feel like
okay, look.
Like, what?
I know that it's like it even says right there, a social media follow should not equate to something happening. But it's like, why hadn't they followed each other before? Like, why are they following each other now? And why are they starting to talk now?
Okay.
Like, why now?
All right. So if you can't read what that says, basically the headline says James Gunn addresses speculation that Grant Gustin's Flash is DCU bound. The question asks below that, it says, "Hey James, it seems you're following Grant Gustin on Instagram. Is it true that he's joining your DCU reboot as Barry Allen, the Flash again, or is he playing a different comic book character? Please. Thank you very much, James." And this is what Gunn said. He said, "Grant was following me, and I liked him as an actor. So we chatted a bit, and I followed him back."
What does that mean? What does that mean?
So it's easy to draw conclusions from that. You see a comic book director with a comic book actor, both DC. We even had that thing with Grant Gustin's cameo in The Flash, and that was removed. I feel like if something really was happening, I feel like it'd be more planned out, and I feel like we actually would have seen Grant Gustin's cameo, because I feel like that would have mattered more. I feel like, don't you think? What is that, chocolate? Oh, I see. Okay. Okay. All right.
I wanted to try it.
Is it good?
Tastes like chocolate.
Yeah, it's just chocolate. Okay. Missing Link says, "I think he'll use Grant in his new DCU, just not as Flash."
Okay. Here's what I think. I don't think he's going to be the Flash.
Really?
What James Gunn likes to do, and what he's really known for, is using a lot of his friends or his family in like minor, maybe cameo roles throughout a series of movies that he does. So like his wife, she was that character in Peacemaker. She's been characters throughout all the Guardians of the Galaxy movies. Why not do the same for Grant? Like, you don't have to give him the Flash role, but to have him there, I feel like to see a familiar face once in a while, I feel like that's something James Gunn would do, even if it's not a major character, you know?
True. You could, I mean, from James Gunn's statement, like, it's easy to say, like, oh, he's just lying, and then they're actually talking, or like maybe it's actually just nothing, you know? So we don't have enough info yet. Shorebreak says, "I just followed Tom Cruise on IG. We're like best friends. I taught him how to run." Really? Nice. Isaiah, I didn't spoil it. I said there wasn't a cameo. There's not a Grant Gustin cameo.
I need to see a director's cut of the Flash.
Yeah.
I need to. Because you know he's going to add in like 3 hours more worth of footage.
Probably. Nathan Fillion. Oh, that guy. Oh, we're talking about this guy from the cop show, from the YouTube shorts.
Mm-hmm.
Now he's Guy Gardner. Oh. Gotcha.
Is he playing Guy Gardner? I know he was playing a Green Lantern. I don't think he's playing Guy Gardner though.
Nathan Fillion is
I think he's playing Hal Jordan.
What? TDK? Who is that? What is this? Who is TDK in the Suicide Squad?
He's confirmed as Guy Gardner? Dang. I was hoping he was going to play someone else, dude.
He played the dude where he detaches his arms. Oh, that guy. Oh, yeah, that's this guy.
Yeah, I remember he got killed in like the first
TDK Suicide Squad. Yeah, that guy was
one of the ones that died.
Yeah. Gotcha. All right. Well, there we have it. So yeah, this is just a little thing that happened, and yeah. All right. Next up, got like a few things for Deadpool 3. We have like a whole Deadpool 3 thing. There's like a lot of news about this. Mm-hmm. So some rumors here. Taylor Swift rumored to cameo as Dazzler in Deadpool 3. First of all, she would make a great Dazzler.
Yeah.
But is she like in any movies though?
Here's the thing. She can voice act. Like she's a voice actor.
Okay, well that's not the same. She was in the Hannah Montana movie,
which was like a decade ago.
Yeah, that was like 14 years ago.
Here's the thing. Taylor Swift, I feel like, would be a good Dazzler.
Mm-hmm.
Do I think she's a good actor? Not really. Not really. I don't think.
I mean, for cameo, she'd be good.
If she's in there as a cameo and not as like a character that they end up teaming up with, I feel like it could work.
The term cameo is thrown around so loosely nowadays. Like, what I'm saying by cameo is like a Stan Lee cameo, like something like that short.
I don't think they would have Taylor Swift in the movie though, and just give her that much screen time.
I think Shorebreak is a Swiftie. I think he's a Swiftie confirmed, bro. But I remember there was a rumor she was supposed to cameo as Dazzler in X-Men Dark Phoenix. I didn't hear about that rumor. That
was a long time ago too, so I might have forgotten. Who knows?
Taylor is best friends with Ryan Reynolds' wife. Wow.
Oh,
Ryan Reynolds' wife. Right.
That makes sense then. I feel like, it'd be funny?
Blake Lively.
If Ryan Reynolds was reading the script and he was talking with the the screenwriters and stuff, and they're like, we need a character just thrown into this scene somewhere. Just for like the pure comedic purpose of having this character here.
Yeah.
And then they were like, okay, but who do we get? And then Ryan Reynolds knew exactly who to get.
Mm-hmm.
Because it's one of his wife's friends. He was like, hey man, just throwing it out there, T-Swift would be perfect for this.
Well, yeah. I mean, it's all connections and stuff, if you gotta do what you gotta do,
Yeah.
Missing Link says Dazzler was in Dark Phoenix. I actually didn't see Dark Phoenix.
I saw Dark Phoenix. I didn't see Dazzler in it.
I meant Dazzler had a cameo in Dark Phoenix.
Had to have been a small cameo. I didn't see.
And then the other thing on here is Hugh Jackman's Wolverine will probably fight the Hulk in the MCU. Which, I mean, if you have Wolverine, you gotta have Hulk versus Wolverine, dude.
You know what'd be cool? Those slow motion shots they do in movies where it's like they hold on something like a scene for a second and then they go back to like regular. So here's a good example of this. In the Justice League movie.
Yeah.
When Batman's in his Batmobile and they're all like, even better example, Avengers Age of Ultron, the opening scene where they're fighting in the forest.
And
they all jump forward. Yeah, they all jump forward together and they're all in a line. They freeze frame it for a second.
I know where you're going, yeah.
I want them to do that when Wolverine fights the Hulk, except I want it to be when he does that move, like on the cover of Hulk 181, where he strikes at him like this with his claws.
Yeah.
Just like freeze frame on that for a second, and then go back to the fight.
Like a little bit like that picture there, a little kind of.
That would be legendary.
They better.
Hugh Jackman's Wolverine in a comic accurate uniform, fighting Mark Ruffalo's Hulk, in his Hulk form, not his Professor Hulk form.
Dude,
oh man.
What's up, Tazboy?
I would be so for that.
Dude, me too. They better.
So for that.
Missing Link says Dazzler was at the beginning when the students were in the first. If that rings a bell.
I don't know.
Okay.
I don't know.
How y'all doing today?
Good.
Yep. Dude, I'm tired from this week.
My Mr. Beast chocolate. This isn't sponsored, by the way. I just wanted to try it.
Yeah. Look at you all bougie over there with your Mr. Beast.
Pretty good.
Is it?
It's decent.
You'll see if you watch the movie.
I did watch the movie. It's just you can only watch a bad movie so many times before you get tired of it.
How many times did you watch it?
Maybe twice. Maybe actually 1.5 times.
Okay. All right. I see. So yeah, there's some Deadpool 3 stuff. Hulk vs. Wolverine would be sick. Wait, what does this have to? Oh, I put that here because Hugh Jackman is in Deadpool 3, but that's not. What does this caption say? Hugh Jackman was reportedly in talks with Kevin Feige about Wolverine having a major role in Avengers: Secret Wars prior to the SAG strike starting.
So
Jackman has spoken out in the past about wanting his Wolverine to fight the MCU's live-action Hulk, something that will most likely happen now.
Good. Nice.
What is that? What is that?
I don't know.
It's like some Australian thing. Wait,
It's
what?
like some
Wait, now go.
Australian
Wait.
thing.
It's like a food. Okay. Dark Phoenix isn't the worst X movie, but it's definitely up there.
What is the worst X movie?
He's probably gonna say like Apocalypse or something. Watch him say
No, I'm
Apocalypse.
curious.
I want to see a dang Cap and Wolverine team up.
We need a
team
Hulk
up
and
with
Wolverine.
I think
first.
we. Yeah. Marcus.
Oh!
McDonald's.
It's like
Mac-
the Australian term for McDonald's.
Gotcha. Wolverine Origins, X-Men: The Last Stand, X-Men Apocalypse.
Oh. Is that like top 3 worst?
Wow.
You know what's weird? I didn't think the Wolverine movies were that bad.
No, I don't think that either.
Besides the plot. Say what
Yeah.
you will about the plot of those movies.
Yeah, you know.
It's Wolverine like fighting a ton of people, and he's on the run in Japan for half of them, right?
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure that's something that literally happens in the comics too. Jim Lee's run on Wolverine, he had him go to Japan and stuff and hide out there. That's literally a comic
Like
book
that one
story.
Jim Lee cover we always use with him in the alley.
Yeah. So it's like,
Gotcha. Yeah.
I don't think it's that bad.
All right. Well, dumb fun, he says.
Mhm.
All right. We still got some more Deadpool 3 stuff here.
Okay, look.
Julian McMahon.
I would not be against him coming back as Doctor Doom.
Me neither.
He was a good Doom. He just got a bad script.
Yeah.
Like, this dude was Doom. He could play Doom. He knew how to play Doom.
Oh yeah.
He just had a bad script, right?
Right.
And then in Silver Surfer, when he came back, right? That was the second Fantastic Four movie.
Yeah.
He got thrown into the ocean and never seen again. They literally threw the character out.
Yeah.
Oh,
brother.
So
Wolverine movie was awesome until the Silver Samurai fight. Yeah, what's that?
Yeah,
you know.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah,
I mean, I haven't watched him in a while. Who am I to say?
It was all right. I'll see you, Tazboy. See you later. Thanks for popping in here. I'm going to key your car.
I'm going to key your car.
Your car. I'm going to key your car. Wolverine Origins had the mark without a mouth. Okay, that's fun.
Here's the thing.
Just the mark.
Here's the thing.
Yeah.
That moment is better now because Ryan Reynolds gets to go back and make fun of it.
Yeah, true. Yeah, he did that.
Like, do you remember the post credit scene where he like went back and he shot himself?
Mhm.
He's like, this shouldn't have happened.
Wasn't
he
he
also
reading the
shot
script
himself.
for?
Yeah, he was
Green
reading
Lantern?
the Green Lantern script, and he also shot himself doing that too.
That was good.
Like those moments.
And also, Deadpool 3 is removed from Disney's release schedule.
Okay,
After all that, I don't
Here's
know.
the thing. We're gonna get to some more news. That is going to paint Disney as this company who is no longer focusing on anything. It seems like they're dropping stuff and trying to do a soft reboot, then keep going at this point. But they don't want to say it. They don't want to say it. They want to slowly start not caring.
They're just doing some quality control, I think. At least they're trying. They're trying to do that.
They're trying.
And there's a lot of that kind of sprinkled throughout the news segment.
Yeah.
So just stay tuned, and you'll see that's a common theme throughout all this stuff.
Yeah.
Especially with the SAG-AFTRA stuff, and we got something for that, and some random stuff, and moving on. This is crazy. Yes. Yep.
Oh my God. Number
Oppenheimer.
2.
Right below Joker. Joker reached 1 billion, which I did not know. This is straight from Wikipedia. Joker is number 1. Came out 4 years ago. Has 1 billion. Deadpool 3 has 785. Oppenheimer beat it by 3 million so far.
Dude.
That's insane.
This movie is breaking records left and right, dude. And you know what's odd? So is Barbie.
Is it?
Barbie, I think, has grossed more than Avengers Endgame in a certain movie theater chain. So like there's a certain chain of theaters where Barbie grossed more than Avengers Endgame.
Wow.
I saw that. I saw an article on that. That's whack, dude. Because Avengers Endgame made so much.
Would you sell your comics for your girlfriend? Says Isaiah.
No. Why are we coming back to this?
You're saying no? Wait. Oh, that's right. Oh, no, yeah. No's the right answer.
Yeah.
Yeah. No. I think they need to do a reboot in order to implement the X-Men into the MCU.
I don't think they need to do a reboot.
I mean, they're like
that's what the multiverse is for, dude. Just do it like a Crisis on Infinite Earths style. Well, I forgot what Marvel's Crisis on Infinite Earths was. I know they have something like equivalent to that.
Saw Patrol.
Oh yeah. Okay. Saw 10 and the Paw Patrol movie come out on the same day.
Really? Wow.
So I said I was going to go do a double feature of that.
Wow. Yeah, I did see the trailer for that Paw Patrol thing.
I would go see Paw Patrol first though, and then Saw.
Nice. Joker was made on like a 50 million budget, but made a Billy. That return on interest, baby.
I still don't get why people thought Joker was such a bad movie. I still run into people who despise Joker.
Really?
Yeah, like absolutely. Like
it's just I feel like that adds on to how good of a movie is when it like if it can get under an audience's skin.
Yeah.
And like really like that's a good movie. So the X-Men and Avengers wouldn't be part of the same Earth. That doesn't sound like a good idea.
No, that's not.
Well,
you would have to combine them somehow. I'm not saying do a Crisis on Infinite Earths. I'm just saying you have to do something similar to that in order to not reboot the entire franchise you've built up over the past decade and a half.
Like how they did No Way
DC
Home,
has an excuse because they've
like
tried to reboot like 3 times in the past 10 years.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like now they're finally getting it up and running. Hopefully. Yeah.
So yeah, I'd say like the way they did No Way Home, just kind of like do that a little better. Like plot wise. But like the same concept.
Yeah.
Okay, he's just copying video titles now.
Oh yeah, I remember watching one of those videos.
Bro, I watched that earlier this year. It's so cringy, but I would not have the heart to like make that again. to act as the Karen. That oh my gosh, that was terrible. Joker wasn't bad; it was overhyped.
It was not. I don't think it was hyped enough. Here's the thing: people saw the trailer and was like, "Okay, this has the potential to be one of the best like DC movies," and I do think it is one of the best DC movies. I think it's top 10. I don't think it's like top 3 or top 5 even.
No.
Because there are still DC movies that aren't part of the DCEU that are better. Like here's an example: Watchmen. Watchmen's a DC movie.
Yeah.
Not part of the DCEU or anything like that.
I
think Watchmen's top 5. I liked Watchmen, dude. It was literally taken like shot for shot from the comic books too. From the
I don't think it's in my top 5, but maybe top 10.
I think it's top 5 for me.
Yeah. There you go. Tyler asks, "What superhero movie would you make next?"
Dude, I wouldn't be in the superhero business right now. I feel like now's not a good time.
But if we were, and we were in their positions, which one would we release next?
I would, dude. I'm not gonna lie. Now we said superhero movie. You didn't say Marvel movie or DC movie specifically. You said superhero movie. So here's what I do. I have a couple options. I would do another Rocketeer movie.
Okay.
Because that is long overdue.
Okay.
Long overdue. I would also do a good Hellboy movie.
Okay.
Which we'll talk about that later.
We will talk about that later.
Part of the news. I think I would try. I feel like a Doomsday Clock movie would be interesting. But I feel like you need to wait a little bit. Like that comes towards the end, I feel like. And you also would need Zack Snyder to because I feel like since he made the first Watchmen movie, I feel like you would need to have him involved somehow because he knows the characters better already.
True.
So I feel like Doomsday Clock would be interesting. Would I do it now? Not necessarily.
Yeah.
But that's like last resort.
Shorebreak Card says I would do a Rogue Gamut buddy cop heist movie. That sounds fun.
We need the X-Men to get introduced.
True.
First. Unless it's like an Elseworlds thing, then by all means go ahead. Make a multiverse like.
We just need a World War Hulk, dude. I know it was announced, but that's what I would do.
It's because they just got the rights to do a Hulk movie now from Sony.
Yeah.
So now
was it Sony or was it Fox? I thought it was Fox that was holding.
Okay, yeah, it was Fox. It was probably Fox.
Yeah.
But they just need to. The strike's got to stop before anything else happens. But of course, strikes aren't just going to stop, right? And it also seems like Disney and other studios aren't doing anything about it. So it's when will it stop? We don't know.
We'll get to that. Yeah. Let's move on now. I actually found a decent amount of this news, so I'm kind of proud of that. First of all, okay. We got to talk about this. I watched this. Okay, so I sent this to my friend Andrew, who is I met him. He's one of the other apprentices at the TV station I'm interning at. I sent this to him, and we watched it. It was really cool. Yeah, you watched it, right?
I think they cracked the code, dude.
Okay, first of all, so everyone, all right. So you can see the title. They recreated the different effects from Oppenheimer. Some of them weren't that great, but most of them were pretty close.
Wait, what do you mean some of them weren't that great?
The one with the paper clip spinning around, that was not it, bro.
That's the closest you can get, dude. There's no way. Here's the thing. Christopher Nolan and his team hasn't said anything about how they did any of these. So they are going off of pure speculation and accuracy to the film. they're literally just watching footage to be like, okay, how would they have done
I know, but like, it was good. It was good. I'm just saying that was the worst one out of it.
I think besides the paperclip one, which by the way, that is still the closest I've seen anyone get to that shot.
Okay.
The rest were spot on. I can't say a single bad thing about the rest.
The one that was like definitely it was okay. So there's this one where they mixed the pigment into the water and they swirled it around.
Yes.
And it was like that. Hold on.
It was the powder that they used to make paint.
Yeah.
And they combined it with, I think, dish soap and water, and they swirled it, and then they, in post-production, they color corrected it to be that orangey.
It's this thing here. Hold on, I'm gonna show my screen.
It's like pigment powder or something like that.
This thing.
Yeah.
I think. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. They did that. Like
that was spot on.
It was crazy.
And here's you know what I really liked about the end of that video? When they when they replicated the explosion for the first time. And then he was like, I started watching it over and he was like, it's just not right.
Yeah.
So we went back and they did it again. And this time they did it in a leveled thing. Did you see him set up that kind of like curved like sheet metal? And then they sprinkled it with sand. And then they rubbed a wooden spoon over the bottom of it because it created like a leveled effect where like more dirt would get flung up at the closer it got to the camera as you were scraping the wooden spoon against the bottom.
Gotcha.
That's the way to do it, because then it looks like the explosion, when you're looking at it through the lens, it looks like the explosion is starting from farther away and then getting closer and closer to you. Which is when they played it next to the actual footage, looked extremely good.
It was,
extremely good.
Yeah. It was impressive for sure. So yeah, I figured I'd just put that in so we could talk a little bit about that.
Yeah.
So, but that was a good video. But what I was talking about was how I was finding these news segments, and George Romero, before he died, he wrote this script called Twilight of the Dead, and it is being put into production.
Ooh, I didn't hear about this.
Yeah.
I haven't heard about this.
It says George A. Romero's final zombie movie, Twilight of the Dead, moving ahead with Roundtable Entertainment. Production details revealed ahead of planned 2023 start.
Whoa.
Isn't that crazy? Also, that screenshot, that's from Night of the Living Dead, by the way. It's not like a...
Here's the thing, though. Isn't it Day of the Dead, Night of the Living Dead, and then it's going to be this one? That's like the trilogy?
What? No, he's done a ton, dude. He's the zombie king.
I know, but like, this is like the Night of the Living Dead, like... Isn't it going to be a trilogy, or is it like a saga?
I think it's a standalone thing.
Oh, I thought it would be like part of the... When you name it Twilight of the Dead, you would think it's part of the... Maybe it is, maybe it isn't.
Well, maybe it is. Okay, so you ready? I'll give you all of the Of Dead titles. Ready?
Yeah.
From his filmography.
Okay.
Night of the Living Dead. Dawn of the Dead.
Dawn of the Dead.
Day of the Dead.
Day of the Dead.
Land of the Dead. Diary of the Dead. Survival of the Dead.
Survival of the Dead. So it's part of a saga then.
I don't know. I think it's just a title, dude. I don't think it's like a...
Well, because I'm pretty sure all those movies are connected. I'm pretty sure it's all based off the same apocalypse. Like, it takes place within the same zombie apocalypse. I'm pretty sure.
I don't think so, because I remember watching Land of the Dead, and that's I think that's a separate thing, dude.
I don't know. I thought they were all connected or something.
Really? Hold on. are George Romero's zombie movies connected?
Because I thought it was like Of the Dead Saga or something. Maybe they don't have the same characters because obviously characters end up dying because it's a zombie apocalypse. But I think the event of the zombies is the same throughout.
Okay, it says, okay, so the Romero zombie movies are loosely connected more by theme than story. Although
Oh.
George A. Romero considered them all a part of the same outbreak, they take place in their contemporary time, so the films don't all really fit into a single storyline very cleanly.
Yeah.
So, like, the same concept of how they spread, I guess, or like how the apocalypse, like, I guess that's
that's how I thought it connected to the same outbreak, like the origin of where they all came from. Just and the movies are just scattered throughout different areas and time periods, and they don't really connect because obviously, like I said, characters end up dying. So it's like you can't have the same people,
right.
But yeah, I thought they were all connected somehow, and I think it's because the origin of the zombie outbreak is the same throughout, or most.
Have you heard of The Amusement Park? Have you heard of that movie? It's from George Romero. It's 54 minutes long from 1973. It's a horror psychological thriller. It's like an adult amusement park, kind of. Yeah. And it's like, it's a horror movie. I haven't seen it yet, but I haven't seen it. It looks really good. Looks really good. Yeah, so.
But that's it. Here's the thing, though. George Romero's zombie films were always like they were eerie. Like it wasn't all zombies all the time.
Yeah.
They made the environment seem eerie, right? Like they made it more of like a horror movie than a zombie apocalypse movie most of the time. Right. I'm worried that if the studio gets their hands on the script, which they have, and they started production, they're gonna overcomplicate it a little bit.
I don't think it's gonna be very good. I'm gonna be honest.
Yeah, like I'm glad that like he was able to write the script before he died. But it's like, how can we even trust the studios to do good?
I don't think you can. Because I think it's like the equivalent of like selling your screenplay to someone, you know, and just letting them.
You know what I feel like it would be good to do? I know the perfect director who could work on this too.
Oh yeah.
David Gordon Green.
Who is that?
He did the Halloween movies, like the newer ones.
Oh, I see.
Say what you will about Halloween Kills and Halloween Ends, but the 2018 kind of revival era for the Michael Myers character, like that was the 2018 Halloween film has been the best and I think most profitable Halloween film since I think the second one.
Really?
I'm pretty sure.
Okay. Yeah. I don't think I've seen any of his movies. I'm looking through his filmography.
He does a ton of he is a horror director, or from what I can tell, he mostly does horror stuff.
Yeah, I mean he's like working. He's a young guy.
He's working at Blumhouse right now, so it's like he's doing horror stuff.
Gotcha.
I feel like if you gave it to him, he would take the time to understand it, and because you know what he does, he explained this good in an interview for the first Halloween movie. He'll take the time to go back and learn about the character.
Okay.
So like for the Halloween movies, he went back, he watched the movies, he tried to replicate the look and the feel of the first one, just a little bit modernized, right? So they would have modern elements in the movie because obviously you can't have a modern Halloween movie and just make it look like it's all in 1978. They had to modernize it.
Yeah.
Which is probably what's going to end up happening with the screenplay. But the thing is he was able to like stick so close to the original look and feel of what the character was supposed to be. I feel like if he gets the script for this and is like, okay, I'm gonna go back and watch these, I feel like he would take the time to modernize it, but also make it true to the original, like what Romero would have gone for if he were still able to make the movie.
Yeah, he stays true to the source.
Yeah.
Well,
I feel
I see what you're saying. Like, it'd be in good hands with him because he'd respect.
It would be in better hands with him. The whole thing with David Gordon Green is that he had a grasp on the Halloween franchise with the first movie. And then after that, after they saw how much money it made, the studio kind of just like took it from him and kind of told him, hey, you got to do this and this and this for the second and third one. And then they were like, oh, by the way, you have to make this a trilogy because it's so profitable. He didn't want to make 3 movies. I remember in an interview, he was like, the original plan was to end it with the 2018 movie.
Okay.
But he had been approached by the studio, and they were like, you need to make this a trilogy.
Yeah.
And then he was like, well, better start coming up with ideas because it's going to be a while.
Yeah. Well, speaking of production companies, SAG-AFTRA will no longer approve indie projects written under the WGA contract, which is like they're like that's.
I feel like it's like, I don't know.
What?
I don't know how to feel about this.
What do you mean?
Because it's like, I understand the purpose behind SAG-AFTRA right now and the fact that they're trying to be treated better within the industry and also earn a better pay, earn a better living. I feel like there's some things that need to stay. Like, I feel like this isn't the way to go about it. I feel like they're kind of going off the path of what they're intended.
SAG-AFTRA is the one. They're the ones like picketing, right? Like,
yeah.
So they're not approving indie projects written under the Writers Guild Association contract. Oh, yeah. But the Writers Guild, the Writers Guild Association is what?
They're picketing too, right? Because but it's like,
so why are they doing this?
Yeah, I feel like this is kind of unnecessary.
2 separate things, SAG and WGA, right?
Yeah,
but they're like affiliated.
Yeah.
So what's up with this? Because I'm confused now.
Yeah, I'm confused. I was confused too.
Let me
like,
hold on.
Unless there's like an actual reason behind it, which I don't know if there is, or if they just did it to make studios angry. Because if they just did it to make studios angry and basically say, if you can't make big budget stuff with us, then you can't make low budget stuff either, to just scrape by, you know? To continue filming during the strike. Jason Bateman, Anne Hathaway, and Matthew McConaughey? Dude.
Wow.
Here's the thing, too. Like, big actors are getting into the indie film scene more and more. I feel like it would be better to, like, you know, instead of, like, trying to take certain things away from indie filmmakers, because it's like, I get it's for their cause or whatever, but it's like you're like limiting, you're like putting limitations now.
Because, okay.
What does it say? Well,
no, I'm thinking that, like, because if SAG-AFTRA doesn't approve the WGA's scripts, then, like, then Hollywood will have to open up or whatever. Is that what like they're like?
Yeah.
Is that what they're trying to? It says we have been advised by the WGA that this modification will assist them in executing their strike strategy. We believe it does not undermine the utility and effectiveness of ours. The Guild announced Monday. It is a win-win change.
I don't know about that. To me, it just seems like they're doing it to step it up a level, almost. Like, step the strike up a level. Because right now, the studios aren't budging with their terms as of right now. Right? So I feel like they just did this to make them angry. It seems like.
Maybe.
But I still feel like this is the wrong way to go about it.
SAG is the actors and WAG are the writers. Okay. WGA. Gotcha. Okay.
I feel like...
What's up, Brian?
It's complicated. I don't know what they're trying to do at this point.
We'll get more news as it develops.
I'm just wondering when it's going to be over, dude. Like, how long could this actually go on for?
I don't know.
Like, it's been going on for a few months already, but
it doesn't seem like they're budging at all.
Yeah.
Like, we saw that thing about how that person was saying, like, we're going to go on till the actors, like, lose their homes and stuff, which is a menacing thing to say.
That was just messed up.
I don't how can you even say that to the press? That's insane.
They're trying to be intimidating.
That's like okay, well, I don't want to say that, but that's
the studios are just trying to be incredibly intimidating, but it's like you can't really intimidate these people anymore. They've been in the industry too long. Most of them have been in the industry too long.
That's like almost as bad as Kanye saying he supports Hitler. It's like almost on the same level. Like, it's like you're just a bad guy, okay? Okay. Next up. So we got a celebrity here. Got a celebrity statement.
I never went to go see Blue Beetle.
Me neither. I don't think I will, honestly.
I remember I kept telling myself, oh yeah, it would be fun. I kind of want to go see it. And then I just started seeing reviews, and it's like, this is basically a Shazam situation where it's good, but nobody really knows about it. But it's also not worth it if you haven't seen it already.
Okay.
You know?
Yeah.
Like, it's like,
it's just like an average superhero movie, kind of. It's just like that's what I'm getting from it. Yeah. So Dave Bautista saw Blue Beetle and loved it, and he really wants to portray Bane.
Honestly,
he'd be good.
The Brave and the Bold movie is going to happen, and that's basically, it's a Batman movie. We still don't know who the new Batman's going to be, but it's with Robin. That's the whole thing. It's a Batman movie with a Robin team up the entire time.
Nice.
And hopefully they do it better than what they did with the Batman and Robin movie with George Clooney. We do not speak about that. But here's the thing. I want to be against Dave Bautista playing Bane.
Yeah,
I think he has the build for it, and if you get a good costume for him, he could fit it well.
You think it could be better than Tom Hardy?
Tom Hardy was a unique Bane in the sense that he was made more realistic.
Mm-hmm.
And I feel like that's always what makes him stand out. That's what's going to make all of the Nolan villains stand out over other interpretations, is because they were made to be more realistic.
And, like, psychotic more.
Yeah. But also kind of, like, fit the profile of what villain they're supposed to be. Like, the Scarecrow, Cillian Murphy as Scarecrow, that was really... I liked his performance as a Scarecrow.
Oh, yeah.
And he was like an actual... like psychotic dude. He had plans and stuff like that. Like, he was more of like an underworld kind of like almost boss, because he was also selling drugs on the sides, and then he was gonna poison the entire water supply. Yeah, which was very interesting. That was a cool storyline. And the fact that he just used the Scarecrow as kind of like a call sign.
Yeah.
That was also very interesting. And then Ra's al Ghul was also. I thought Liam, what's his name?
Liam Neeson.
He was good as Ra's.
I gotta rewatch Batman Begins. I gotta rewatch that one. Honestly.
For me, it's the Dark Knight, Batman Begins, and then the Dark Knight Rises on my ranking of the Dark Knight trilogy. Really? I like Begins better than the Dark Knight Rises because Begins kind of set the stage, and it also painted a picture of what this new Gotham would look like. Nolan's Gotham.
The only thing I remember from Batman Begins was that training sequence in what were they in, like the tunnel or something like that?
They were in like the Alps.
Okay, yeah.
Right, and I also like that because that was like the introduction of the League of Shadows too, which is like something you don't see often in Batman stuff. I think when I first watched it, I was hoping them to introduce the pit. I forgot what it was called. Lazarus Pit, where it's like that's where Ra's al Ghul gets his healing abilities from and stuff like that.
Right.
Of course, that is not a Nolan thing. But he still introduced the League of Shadows, Ra's al Ghul. He introduced Scarecrow, and then in the Dark Knight, he introduced Joker and Harvey Dent.
Yeah.
And also Victor Zsasz. Victor Zsasz was in there somewhere. He's a lesser-known Rogues Gallery villain, but he was in there. He also introduced Joe Chill as the guy who shot Bruce Wayne's parents.
Yeah.
He introduced Bane. He introduced Talia al Ghul. He introduced. There's one more. Shoot. Oh, Catwoman. Like, he introduced all of these, like, Rogues Gallery, and he managed to do them all so well that they fit into the universe and didn't seem out of place.
Yeah.
So it was like, he did such a good job, dude. The Dark Knight trilogy is one of the best superhero trilogies of all time. Just saying.
Yeah. Hey, I got a question for you.
Yeah.
Dark Knight trilogy or... Well, I think I know what you're going to choose.
I think I know what you're
Or Spider-Man
going.
trilogy.
This is hard, dude. Here's the thing. I always find myself going back to this question, too.
Okay.
Tom Raimi's Spider-Man trilogy will never be matched, in my opinion. Just like how Christopher Nolan's Dark Knight trilogy will never be matched, in my opinion, too.
But... I'm asking you to match them up right now, head to head.
I would choose the Dark Knight trilogy.
That's what I thought. I thought you'd choose that one.
But this is how I put...
Dark Knight trilogy to me is more consistent with its quality.
Yeah. And this is also another... I say that... This is what I say about the Sam Raimi Spider-Man trilogy. I say that Sam Raimi's Spider-Man trilogy is the Dark Knight trilogy of Marvel movies. That's how I put it.
I can see that.
Right?
I can see that. Yeah.
Because it's like the first one's a really good introduction. The second one's the best out of the three. And then the third one falls off a little bit, but it's not incredibly bad.
Right.
You know?
Yeah.
Just saying, man.
Yeah.
But both of those trilogies, to me, are almost on the same level as each other. But I think the Dark Knight trilogy is just a little bit better.
All right, I see.
A little bit better.
So, but wait, before... Yeah, okay, so I have my things mixed up here. Okay. And then that... Peter Dinklage's Toxic Avenger.
I'm excited for this.
Look at his mop, dude. That's a mop right there. You see that thing? That's a mop. He's holding a mop. It's glowing. That is sick. That looks like a Jack Kirby character.
It does.
I love it.
I'm excited.
I love it.
The Toxic Avenger is going to be something new and something nobody's ever seen before.
Yeah.
And it's going to set...
Well, what do you mean?
Like no one's seen a character like the Toxic Avenger before, dude.
I mean, if you haven't seen the original.
let's be honest. Who's gonna go see this and say I've seen the original? Because I haven't even seen the original. Besides you.
Okay.
And maybe like a handful.
And Short Break.
Yeah.
Yeah. What? I mean, yeah. Short Break says, bring back the trauma vibes. Yeah. Exactly.
I'm excited to see what this movie is and what it does. That's really all.
Yeah.
I have faith in it. I have faith that's going to do well because, like, you can't have a character this obscure and not do something crazy with them.
I think it's going to be so bad it's good.
I don't think it's going to be like that.
I don't think it. No, like I think it's going to be like, the trauma movies. They're like on purpose, like over the top, corny.
Yeah.
But
when were those made?
The 80s.
Yeah.
So, but this, like, he's got a freaking glowing mop, dude. Radioactive mop.
Like, I think
it's going to be
interesting with it.
Yeah.
They'll make something interesting with it. I don't think
technically, Peter Dinklage is like already deformed, so he's like it's pretty close, you know. I'm just joking. I don't mean that, but
oh man. Dude.
Yes, I'm very excited. I'm definitely going to see this.
I'm down to go see it. Yeah. I'll definitely be seeing it. That'll be an interesting watch for sure.
Yeah.
But that's all the news we have about this movie.
Yeah, just that
teaser image, really.
Remember, like a year ago or something, like we had the thing that it was announced Peter Dinklage is playing the Toxic Avenger. We were like, "What? That's sick." Yeah. All right, moving
interesting, dude.
Yeah. All right. Somehow, wait, what? I didn't write this down. Okay. So I don't have a thing for this, but a little banner. But okay, so like they tweaked the design for the Fantastic Four.
They somehow managed to make it look cheaper.
I agree.
Like crisper lines instead of like this cool glowing effect they had with the last one.
Yeah.
I mean, obviously the one from 2020 was more of like a prototype, if anything.
Yeah. What I thought was that like the new one looks more like an A.
Yeah.
And you know,
yeah,
I was thinking Avengers because it has that kind of.
I feel like it would be cool if they ended up teaming up with the Avengers. But I feel like if they did that, I feel like it would be at the end and it would set up an Avengers movie.
Maybe.
Like the next Avengers movie after Fantastic Four. I forgot which one it was. King Dynasty. Yeah. Maybe, what if, you know what I feel like would be an interesting take for the MCU to do? Obviously, it's not comic accurate. But if they had Galactus or something that was similar to Galactus, but wasn't Galactus. Someone who is similar to Galactus, but who is a Kang variant. Because it would set up Kang Dynasty. It wouldn't be Galactus. Maybe it could be a Herald to Galactus. And it would set up the Kang Dynasty. And then we get Galactus like after Secret Wars. In more Fantastic Four films.
I don't know about that.
Why?
It just seems like a lot.
Because here's the thing, they're not going to give us Galactus in this Fantastic Four film.
No.
Let's be honest. And we're not going to get Doom either.
Yeah.
This is going to be...
Yeah.
This is going to be I feel like this film is going to be a more team-focused film rather than it have an actual villain. Because it is the introduction film to this team. So I feel like... And apparently, from what we've heard in the past, apparently, Sue Storm is going to be leading this.
Dude, that whole conversation with that guy on the Discord just like that almost made me brain dead talking to that guy. Like I can't. That was ridiculous.
What
were we tell the viewers what we were talking about? basically.
So basically, there's this guy in the Discord. He was talking about how the new Fantastic Four movie is gonna suck, how they're gonna make it like super misogynistic or whatever because it's set in the '60s and Sue Storm's gonna be the leader of the team. And we were like, "Where are you getting your facts from, man?" And we basically did a ton of fact checking and found out like half the stuff he's saying wasn't true, and then a little bit of what he was saying was true.
Like, he was getting so pressed on Marvel for like these hypotheticals that he made up in his head.
Yeah.
Like, he was like,
we know Sue Storm's gonna lead the kind of almost be one of the main characters of the movie. You know, I'm not against, but it's like I feel like Reed Richards. I feel like in recent years, Marvel has really let me down in terms of what they're doing with Reed Richards as a character. Because both in comics, they made him look like a fool when they introduced. Do you remember? I don't know if you remember hearing about this. They made, you know, Moon Girl and Devil Dinosaur.
Yeah.
You know that whole thing.
No.
Apparently,
well, I know the characters.
Yeah, Moon Girl. Apparently, she's one of the smartest people in all of Marvel, and like she is above Reed Richards on intelligence.
Yeah, that's insane.
That you can't do that.
Well, I mean, it's
a little girl,
you know,
against Reed Richards. Dude, I feel like that's like I don't know, kicking Reed Richards to the side a little bit. That's like saying he ain't the smartest.
He's still.
I remember when it used to be like Reed Richards, Tony Stark, and I think a couple other people were like top 5.
Back in my day,
and then out of nowhere, Moon Girl comes along, and is now the smartest person in the entire Marvel universe.
I feel like some things you can just like push to the side and just like be like, you know what?
And now in the new Fantastic Four movie, we don't know if he's going to be, because we know Sue Storm's basically telling the story. She's kind of a main character. We don't.
I really want
utilized Reed is going to be. I'll put it that way.
We'll see. It could be bad, but it could work out.
Maybe.
I think it's going to be bad. Maybe. But it could be good. But it also could be bad.
I don't know, dude. If they mess up... Here's the thing. Daredevil comes out before Fantastic Four.
Okay.
I keep saying this. I stand by it. If Daredevil goes south...
Seashore Break.
I am no longer supporting Marvel. I'll go see the major stuff. I'll go see
you can't
like
say
major...
that, though.
No, major stuff. So like, I'm only going to be going to see the Fantastic Four movie... the Kang Dynasty, and then Secret Wars. Those are the only 3 like major movies I'll be seeing after Daredevil.
Deadpool 3.
And Deadpool 3.
That's literally what I'm gonna see though right now. I'm not watching anything else except for this.
I know, but think of like all the movies that are gonna be in between all the movies that I just said.
Yeah, exactly. Like,
so it's like all those
ones that you listed right there
that we didn't mention. I'm not going to go see if Daredevil goes south.
Okay.
Right? Daredevil ends up being good. And for whatever reason, by some miracle, maybe it ends up being better than the Netflix show. Which I regret even saying.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. Then I will support Marvel.
Okay.
Because maybe they start to get their shit together again.
Maybe.
But... on the other side of that coin, if it ends up going south, major projects only, I'm not going to see anything else in between. Because I don't care.
Like you're boycotting, but with technicalities.
Yeah.
That needs to be like... That's actually kind of ironic. That's kind of funny. It's like...
I'll put it this way, too.
What?
What's the first movie out of the 4 we just mentioned that's right after Daredevil, we think? Do you think... I think it is Deadpool 3, because Deadpool 3 kicks off Phase 4.
Yeah, well, I mean, that was removed from... One of our last news segments was that it was removed from Marvel's...
But it's like they can't just like.
Marvel 2024.
How far do we think these movies are going to end up getting pushed back?
I don't know.
What the heck?
Because here's the thing: the Daredevil show, right before the SAG-AFTRA strike, was I think 3/4 done with the production process, and then they were going into post-production. While Deadpool 3 is like not even halfway done with production, and they still have all of post-production to go as well.
Here, I'm gonna show my screen. Where is this one? I think there's stuff missing here. Deadpool 3, May 3rd, 2024. That was pushed back. Pushed back for sure, right? I think.
Are those the pushback dates? Like
I
the
don't
recent
know.
ones they released, or are those like the first ones they said?
Well, this
Well, if they updated it to SAG-AFTRA strike, then I would.
Well, this
I would
mentions
think
the writer's strike, so
I would think those are the pushback dates.
Deadpool 3 here. Let me zoom in for you guys here. Hold on. Deadpool 3, May 3rd, 2024. Cap 4, July 26th. Thunderbolts. I actually may see Thunderbolts. I'm going to be honest. I may see.
I don't think I'm going to go see them.
You don't have to see it, but you know.
Do you remember the lineup? Do you remember the lineup?
Yeah, I remember it, but I want to see Red Hulk. So if they do that. December 20th, Blade 2025.
I don't know.
That's Valentine's Day. I don't know.
I don't know if I can go see Blade, dude. It's not rated R. It's had like 3 different directors. It's a recipe for disaster as of right now.
My dad may want to see it, but I don't know.
Also, I'm pretty sure the Wesley Snipes Blade movies. I'm pretty sure those had its like. I don't know. It had an anniversary recently of those movies.
Oh, did it?
Yeah, I don't know if it was like 20 years or 25 years or something like that. I don't know.
Yeah, it is 25. 1998.
Yeah.
It's pretty sick. Oh, his car is a 1968 Dodge Charger.
Who?
It says on here.
Whose?
Blades. That's pretty sick. All right, let's move on now. So yeah, basically question, not a fan of the line work. Looks so much better when the lines didn't overlap each other so clumsily. What made you guys decide on the design? It was tweaked in-house by the mouse. I can't really show earlier versions. So some higher up people.
It looks cheaper to me.
It does look like the Avengers logo a little bit.
They're cutting down on VFX budget now.
I don't think that has nothing to do with.
They definitely. I can imagine them having a conversation saying, "Man, this looks too sophisticated. We need to dumb it down for the audience."
If
they
anything,
think so
like
little.
I feel like the new one is more like abstract and more sophisticated kind of. I like the earlier one before. Like it's just a 4. Like I think it's clean and I think it's nice.
Yeah.
But the new one is like unnecessary. I feel. You know?
Yeah.
All right, let's move on. Let's see, where were we? Oh yes, more Secret Invasion stuff. Okay.
Wah wah, dude! I never ended up watching any more episodes.
Me
of
neither.
Secret Invasion.
Me neither.
Especially when I heard about all the stuff with the Super Skrull and Rhodey and everything like that. Oh my god!
$200 million on the Secret Invasion show. $200 million. Oppenheimer was $100 million.
That
Oppenheimer
is crazy.
movie.
I forgot about that too.
And you know, a crazy fact is that I don't want to mess this up. The Apollo 11 mission, the actual mission to the moon.
Yeah.
Now, this was. I'm pretty sure that this was like, in terms of 1969 money.
Mm-hmm.
But that was $355 million. to send a man to the moon. And here, Marvel's $200 million Secret
Now
Invasion.
we're spending $200 million on TV shows now?
Lowest Rotten Tomatoes rating record.
Oh my god.
Lowest.
I checked too. You know what's weird? I remember checking Rotten Tomatoes for Secret Invasion before I started watching, and they weren't bad. They were like upper 60s, right?
Yeah.
And then I checked them recently. And oh boy.
Oh no. Oh no.
Oh my, that is embarrassing, dude.
Well, let's check up on it, shall we?
Let's check up on them now. Oh my god, that's embarrassing.
Yep.
Incredibly embarrassing, dude. How do you mess up so bad? How does that happen?
I guess this is the lowest Rotten Tomatoes record for Marvel, because I've definitely seen lower Rotten Tomato records before.
Wah.
That's embarrassing to see for...
Man.
Hey, you know what I realized? Complete side note here. This is related to Samuel L. Jackson. I rewatched Pulp Fiction over the weekend. Amazing.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
It's better than I remembered. Like, I always knew it was legendary. It was, still one of my favorite movies. So much better. Okay. Anyways, so Samuel L. Jackson worked with Bruce Willis on Pulp Fiction. And then, hold on. And then they were also in Unbreakable together in the year 2000, which I didn't make that connection, but that's crazy. I didn't think that's kind of cool to think about. They worked together again.
You know what's weird?
Yeah.
I think Unbreakable is an underrated superhero movie. Because that is a superhero movie. I think people forget that.
If anything, it's like more realistic than The Dark Knight for sure. Like real world, like.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway, let's get back to some embarrassing real world stuff.
Brother. Echo.
Echo's gone.
Supposedly a worse show than Secret Invasion. I don't understand how we could even make that assumption. But...
And you know what's crazy is Daredevil's supposed to show up in Echo along with Kingpin because it's supposed to be a precursor to the Daredevil show.
This says, the caption says, according to insider viewer Anon, Marvel's upcoming series Echo is in a much worse state than the critically underwhelming Secret Invasion. The series has reportedly suffered many issues throughout production, with the added consensus from fans that the character did not deserve a spin-off project. All episodes of Echo are set to release on November 29th, 2023.
All episodes. They're not doing it one by one anymore. They're like, you know what, dude? Screw this. Just watch the show.
I'll probably watch the first one.
I'm gonna watch the first episode. You know what I feel like it's gonna be? I feel like it's gonna be very similar to the Hawkeye show, just like
probably
worse.
We'll see.
I didn't think the Hawkeye show, compared to a lot of other show, I didn't think the Hawkeye show was that bad. Now that I'm looking back on it, it was it got boring, and they also did Kingpin dirty, which I was kind of mad about.
I didn't even watch it, so.
But it's like, this is scary.
That's
this
terrible.
is a scary time.
That's like being compared to She-Hulk. A little disappointing. I'm surprised we gave that a 5 out of 10. She-Hulk 5 out of 10. But compared to Secret Invasion, like, yeah, it's a 5 out of 10 show. Like, it was.
Yeah.
You could at least laugh at it. Secret Invasion was just like. All right.
Yeah.
Whatever. Moving on. That was it. Okay. This is cool. So you're talking about Hellboy before? Wait. Wrong slide. How am I missing these? Okay. Wait.
I could talk about this one though, because I know.
I made a thing for this. Whatever. Okay. Obi-Wan Kenobi season 2. Ewan McGregor wants to make.
This can't work. This can't work. Not now. I feel like, here's the thing. Do I feel like the first season of Kenobi was good. Yeah. It's one of Disney's more successful shows. It felt like you were watching one of the prequel movies, like more Revenge of the Sith style, but at least it was better than most, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
They shouldn't push it though. I think one season's enough.
I
feel like if they
it's
do,
going to go downhill. Probably.
Like, what else is there to tell? Because at this point, Vader doesn't know where. It would be more of like Obi-Wan just going on random adventures on Tatooine at this point. Because we know he doesn't leave for like another 20-something years or like 30-something years.
You already had like the best like battle with Darth Vader. Like you had the best storyline there.
I'm not gonna lie, the battle between, I forget how tough that battle was, dude.
They were very exciting. They were all so good.
I might need to go back and rewatch.
Yeah, that was really good.
Obviously, besides the side plot with that Inquisitor, where she was like, she used to be a Jedi from the temple. Do you remember what I'm talking about? She used to be a Jedi, and then she was turned Sith, and then she was questioning like, if she was good or whatever. I feel like that wasn't necessary, but looking back on it, I feel like if they disconnected a little bit more from the overall Kenobi storyline, because they tried to tie it in.
Yeah.
But I feel like having her there also makes Kenobi a force to be reckoned with on a mental level too, because he ended up convincing her at the end that she's better than being an Inquisitor. Like, she can be someone so much better than what she is now, you know?
Yeah, I mean, but I feel like it wasn't totally obsolete.
Yeah, it wasn't totally obsolete.
Because that was a result, like, it was a butterfly effect of Order 66.
Yeah.
So that originated there, and like that is where it kind of like came together at the end. Like,
what is Kenobi got on Rotten Tomatoes? I'm curious because I haven't looked at the scores in a while.
Oh well, why don't I search up here? I still got Secret Invasion pulled up. It was Obi-Wan Kenobi. 82 and 62. Wow, better for critics?
Still not bad compared to a lot of the other stuff.
That's surprisingly low for audience. I liked it a lot more than that.
Yeah.
Honestly, that's surprising.
I also liked I like the flashback scenes with him and Anakin doing battles on Coruscant.
Yeah.
Those were always good. And then obviously to see Hayden Christensen back as Darth Vader was legendary. I feel like that's once in a lifetime thing we can't. Like, I don't think he would be willing to come back for a season 2. Hayden Christensen.
Yeah, I'm not sure about
also, there's the Ahsoka show going on right now. Apparently, I don't think I'm going to watch the Ahsoka show.
Me neither.
Ahsoka is such a good character. She was introduced in the Clone Wars, and I loved her in the Clone Wars, but it's like, ever since she got introduced in the live action, man, I'm not feeling it.
Really?
It's not like the same Ahsoka.
I see.
Right? Because it's like in the Clone Wars, it was different. Because she was a different person, and then obviously after Order 66 happened, she completely changed her mindset.
Yeah. Well, maybe I think this should be the next slide. But you were talking about Hellboy, so
very excited about this.
Whoops. So Ron Perlman, 73-year-old Ron Perlman, wants to return and reprise his role as Hellboy to finish off the trilogy.
Hey man, if Del Toro's down for it and if Perlman's down for it, I say you might as well complete the trifecta.
I agree.
Complete the trilogy, dude. If they're down for it, you know? Like, because here's the thing.
Yeah.
The first Hellboy movie with Del Toro was already really good, right?
Mm-hmm.
The second one managed to do, I want to say better, but I need to go back. I need to watch them back to back to really see. I'm pretty sure the consensus people seem to think is that the second one was better than the first one.
Really?
But I would
haven't heard that.
Yeah, I would need to do it again. I would need to watch them again for myself. But they were both really good. If you could somehow complete this trilogy and make all 3 movies good, it has the potential to be one of the best superhero trilogies.
Imagine if they did like an Old Man Logan type deal.
Yeah,
for Hellboy.
That would be cool. That would be cool.
They should do that.
Like, where he's kind of like, maybe
hair.
He's like retired. Like, what if he's like not working for the BPRD anymore, and he's kind of just like, he's like imagine the opening scene of the next one is just like showing us events from the end of the last movie.
Yeah.
Except he's watching it on a TV screen, and it's like a news, like he's watching old news footage from his last battle, and it just zooms out, and he's sitting on his couch with a ton of beer bottles. That's
kind of cliche.
And he's just like retired, but he's just like a fat old dude now, and he's not working for the BPRD anymore. They have a new like Juggernaut type person working there,
and then like he goes outside and he like gardens or something like that.
he has like a robe on. He has like a robe on, and he goes to get his mail.
Yeah. Oh, brother, what do you got? What is that?
I have brownies, dude.
Of course you got brownies.
But yeah, I would be down for him to complete the trilogy if he's willing to do it.
Me too. Who else is 73 years old? What actors are 73 years old? That is not 73. Okay. Jeff Bridges.
Okay.
William H. Macy. You know him? He's I recognize his face, but I don't know who he plays. No one else. Okay. That was lame. Okay, next up. So this was hilarious. I saw this is a YouTube post. Logan Paul watched Oppenheimer. He said, "Everyone is just talking."
This is messed up.
And then this comment under the post said, someone replied, "It's because he didn't actually get to see dead Japanese people on screen."
He fired shots at him, dude.
Wow.
Shots fired.
That's hilarious. That's hilarious, dude. Wow. I just had to show that.
For those of you who don't get it, I'm just gonna look up news articles on what happened back in like YouTube of like 2016 or 2017. Then you'll get it.
Goodness, dude. That's
shots fired.
Wow. All right, moving on. We're almost at the end here. This guy's funny. Shane Gillis. Hey. I've seen a ton of him.
I remember he was talking about he had this one joke that I thought was really funny. He was like he was talking to the audience. He was like, you know, being racist is like being hungry. You're not right now.
Yeah. His timing is perfect, dude.
Yeah.
Oh, brother.
He's a very funny comedian.
Oh yeah. So I gotta check this out.
I'm excited to see what he does.
Yeah, for sure. Next up, so you sent me this thing. About WandaVision season 2 not happening. You sent me that like a couple hours ago.
Not happening.
And I had this thing about Scarlet Witch being removed from the MCU cover. I was like, I'm just gonna
combine.
I'm just gonna take that off. It doesn't really matter. And then you sent me that. I was like, okay, this like actually connects.
So what's happening with your character exactly?
I don't know.
She just like gone? Like, are we just?
We went through a whole like Scarlet Witch phase for a second there. Like she was like the main person,
Last time we saw her was the villain in Doctor Strange 2, by the way.
Yeah.
Or villain. I don't know if you could call her that, but
yeah,
um,
that's old news. That's
I
that
don't
was
think
last year.
I don't think her character is one of the problems. I'm gonna be honest. I think Marvel is just trying a little too hard to do a soft reboot here.
Well,
Because Scarlet Witch's character, Elizabeth Olsen's character, she's
I think
not
she's
a
done.
problem.
I think she's done.
You think she's done?
I think so. Well, I don't think I'm in the right. I'm not in the right. I don't think I can say that because I haven't seen Doctor Strange 2.
I think there's still more to go with her. I feel like, here's the thing. I don't want Marvel to focus on her anymore. Because it seems like they've been putting a lot of focus on her over the past, like, 5 to 8 years or something like that. There's been a lot of focus on her. You don't need to focus on her anymore, right? But also don't erase her completely like she was never there, you know? Because she's been there since Age of Ultron, and that was, like, what, the second Avengers movie that came out?
Yeah,
say what you will.
Slow-mo shot that you're talking about?
Yeah. So, and, like, say what you will about Age of Ultron, but it's like, she's been here for a while.
I was talking to one of the girls that's one of the other apprentices, and she said Age of Ultron is like her favorite, like one of her favorite Marvel movies, actually.
Okay.
I don't know what to say about that, but I just had to repeat that. I kept quiet.
Okay. That's interesting to say the least.
Well, yeah.
Interesting take.
She had some interesting takes for sure. Yeah.
Was there another interesting take?
Well, she doesn't like Tom Holland, so she refuses to see any of the new Spider-Man movies.
Okay. Any more interesting
and
takes?
She also doesn't like Andrew Garfield.
Why?
I don't know. I think that's
like I'll admit I'm not a huge fan of Tom Holland either, and even Andrew Garfield's Spider-Man sometimes could not feel right.
Yeah.
But I don't despise either of them. I like them both as Spider-Man.
That's all that I remember. I don't know. She was interesting. Is that all I have to say about Elizabeth Olsen?
I mean, yeah. I mean, I don't. Marvel, I think, is focused on the wrong things right now.
Well, they maybe. Are you saying like before or now? Like, are you saying
I think they've been focused on. I think they've been focused on the wrong things since She-Hulk.
Okay.
So that was a little while ago.
All right.
And ever since then, they've been on the downhill. I think they were on the downhill before that, but She-Hulk really took them down a plummet. And they haven't recovered from it.
Well, with that in mind, I'm interested to see what you have to say about this.
Oh, man.
DC Studios reportedly has 25 different projects in development.
I'm telling you, dude, they're cooking. They're cooking right now.
They got.
We don't know what they're cooking.
No,
but they're cooking.
Jaeger
right
said.
Yeah, I'm cooked, dude.
For sure.
Here's the thing. I feel like DC right now. I feel like the DCU is going to be the prime of live action DC like we haven't seen before. Say what you will about Zack Snyder's era. That was definitely different. It wasn't like not entertaining. I thought, here's the thing. The Ultimate Edition of Batman v Superman, by far 10 times better than the regular edition. Zack Snyder's Justice League, by far better than the regular version of Justice League.
Yeah.
And The Man of Steel, I think, is one of the most underrated Superman movies of all time.
That was sick. That's a sick one.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Like, say what you will about Zack Snyder's era, right? But whatever James Gunn and Peter Safran are cooking up right now is going to be something different. Right? Like, obviously, recently, DC movies like The Flash and everything like that, but, like, these movies are coming out in the transition where they haven't fully started the DCU phase yet.
Right.
So it's like, obviously they're not going to get a whole lot of traction because as of right now, they're not really focused on these movies as much as they're focused on what they're currently working on.
Mm-hmm.
So I think the Superman movie, Superman Legacy, that's going to be something cool.
Yeah.
I think I think I'm most excited for Superman Legacy, the Brave and the Bold movie. They said they're doing a Supergirl movie too.
Okay.
That'll be interesting. I don't know how that's going to work out. But I'm most excited for the Superman and the Brave and the Bold movie. I think those two for sure are two movies I'm going to see. Unless they look terrible. But it's like, I don't know how.
I'll take your word for it.
Yeah.
I feel like I gotta... I mean, I did see... I've been keeping up with DC, like, decently.
Yeah.
Pun not intended. But, like... Yeah, because I saw The Flash. I'm not seeing Blue Beetle.
I'm not. Because here's the other thing, too. With the movies that have come out, like, in the middle of the transition, like, we don't even know if these characters are going to stick.
True.
When everything kind of resets, right?
Yeah.
So it's like The Flash didn't really matter. Blue Beetle certainly doesn't matter at this point.
Yeah. So
And
I'm on board
movie.
for this, whatever they're doing here with the 25 projects. And I'm excited to... I feel like I'm ready to start something at the beginning and be here while it starts and let it play out. Like, I remember watching the first Avengers movie in theaters. It was like something like that experience, and like see something develop. And I have high hopes for DC right now.
Yeah. Seems like James Gunn and Pierce Brosnan know what they're doing. We just have to see him do it.
Yeah. And they could just like completely like this is Marvel and this is DC just going.
That would be crazy if DC starts to overpass Marvel, dude. I remember people have already mentioned it. Like, hey, they both might be going downhill right now, but at least DC is still kind of in the neutral area, whereas Marvel is on a continuous downward slope.
Maybe the 25th project is Marvel vs. DC. That's the 25th. That's the last. Yeah.
What if Marvel just starts getting desperate before DC even considers it, and then Marvel goes to them and asks them, "Hey, let's do a crossover."
Yeah, you think Marvel would be? Do you think DC would like?
I feel like James Gunn and Pierce Brosnan would be willing to do it, but they'll be like, "Wait until we have our big moment." Like they won't tell them that, but to sum it up, they'll basically be like,
"Yeah,
we're still cooking. Let us cook, and then we'll think about it."
Yeah,
something like that.
Dude, that's gonna be sick, dude. That's gonna be sick. Oh, brother. All right. So the last slide is a picture you sent me, and it's going to move us on to our next thing to talk about.
Oh, man.
TMNT Mutant Mayhem. This came out like a while ago, like maybe a month ago.
Yeah.
But we haven't talked about it. We both saw it. We're going to talk about it right now.
Okay, dude. Look, I haven't seen a TMNT movie in a long time. The last TMNT movie I saw was, I think, the one that came out in 2007 or 2008.
What? What about the live action ones?
I saw them. I can't remember them for the life of me. All I know is that they were bad, and I didn't like them.
What?
I hated that. I absolutely despised the live action.
What?
I hated the character designs. I hated the fact.
I thought they were good.
It was off-putting and weird and wrong to me.
But you can't remember them. You just remember that you hated them.
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't know if I want to go back and watch them, dude.
Oh goodness. I think
the turtles scared me a little bit. Because they were so like they were just like weird. I remember there was a scene in the elevator from the first one where they're all just kind of in the elevator, but they're like staring. They're supposed to be staring at the door or whatever, getting ready for a fight. But it's like they're all staring into the camera. and they're kind of just looking at you with their
What?
eyes.
No, what wasn't that the scene where they make the beat and they're making the beat in the elevator and they make the song?
Yeah. I don't know. Hang on. TMNT live action elevator.
I think it's 2014.
Yeah.
Who's that directed by? Is that okay? Jonathan Liebsman. It kind of felt like a Michael Bay.
Yeah.
Type deal. Just action, kind of, I really liked. I liked it, dude. Let me see what it's on Rotten Tomatoes.
Look, this is what I'm talking about, dude. I'm about to send you a picture of it. I don't like how they look, dude. It's unsettling. I don't know what they were thinking when they were designing these turtles, man. I don't know. It's a little bit whack.
Oh goodness, it has a really bad Rotten Tomatoes score.
I know.
For critics, it has 21%. I didn't know it was that bad. I enjoyed it when I watched it. You sent me this thing. What the heck?
That's what I'm talking about. Did you see what's his name? Not Leo.
Donnie?
Who's the one with the Michelangelo? Mikey?
Yeah, he's ugly, bro. They're all ugly.
He looked weird, dude. Look at he's just smiling. He's
he's cheesing, bro. Yeah.
I don't know, dude. I did not like the character designs. I just didn't like.
Oh,
I mean, like the voice acting and everything was good. I thought the CGI was fine.
CGI was good for its time.
Oh yeah, CGI was good for its time. But
that was almost 10 years ago.
I remember there were like plot issues I had. There were
plot issues when you watched this when you were like 8 years old.
I don't know, dude. It was weird. I didn't like it. They were unsettling and they looked weird, and I didn't like it.
Okay. You're probably not gonna like it again if you watch it, considering.
But this is about Mutant Mayhem.
Okay, Mutant Mayhem. Yes.
I think I gave this a 7.5 out of 10.
Okay.
Here's the thing. My whole thing after I got done with it, I never talked about how good the movie was. I talked about how good the next movie will be.
Really?
And the reason, because the entire time, I was like, you can't have a TMNT movie without my boy Shredder.
Yeah.
And when they finally showed him at the end, I was like, man, the next movie is going to be so good.
Yeah.
I didn't. Yeah, here's the thing. I love Mutant Mayhem for what it was. I thought it was interesting. It was a good plot. There was good character dynamics. I liked the art style. I liked all of it. I didn't really have any huge complaints about it.
I have a statement to make.
Okay.
Are you ready for this?
Yes.
I think that TMNT Mutant Mayhem uses the sketchy drawing style better than Spider-Verse 2.
Oh no, I agree with that.
Okay.
Because here's the thing. Spider-Verse 2, they use so many different styles to convey different environments. And it's almost a little overwhelming.
The whole thing is overwhelming.
They did it better in Into the Spider-Verse because Into the Spider-Verse it was more centered around one specific, because they were in Miles's New York the majority of the time, right? Mm-hmm. Whereas in Across the Spider-Verse, it was like they literally went to like 3 different or maybe 5 different.
It was all over the place. It was all over the place. Yeah.
Right. And I remember I read some pages from the concept design book from Across the Spider-Verse. This was cool. I thought this was interesting. They took art inspiration from artist Sid Mead for Miguel O'Hara's World, Spider-Man 2099. They took inspiration from him because he did the artwork for the concept art and design work for the Blade Runner movie back in 1982. So it's like cyberpunk-y.
Yeah.
So it's like, that's cool. but then you have like the 20 other, like it's cool to see it, right? But it's overwhelming because it looks different like every other scene, right?
Yeah. Especially with the animation style of how they like splice up the frames. They like take a frame out.
Yeah.
That's
Into the Spider-Verse, I think, did it better than Across the Spider-Verse did. But Mutant Mayhem, since they used the art style to paint a picture of the environment we were in the entire time.
I feel like
the New York,
yeah,
because it did take place in New York, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
It was pretty like it added to the fact of how like gritty it felt, but it was also kind of like fun and like youthful energy, kind of, you know.
And you know what it reminded me of?
What?
Who's the original artist for TMNT? I think it was Kevin Eastman. It reminded me of his art style. It's specifically the night scenes. The night scenes. Because there was do you remember the one, there was one at the very beginning, which was literally a direct reference to Kevin Eastman's artwork.
Yeah.
Where they had the white eyes and they were standing there and they were like, we have a mission. Like there's that, but like also, but it was consistent because it was like when they were running around on rooftops in the night and stuff, it all looked uniform.
Yeah.
And it looked, I think they used it better.
The soundtrack was amazing.
I knew you would like the soundtrack. I like the soundtrack too, dude. It was very fitting. It added to the ambiance and the environment and all of that and the feel to the movie. I knew, soundtrack was goated. Soundtrack was really good. I knew you would like that specifically.
Everyone's saying that because my mom saw it with, I think, my stepdad and my two siblings.
Yeah.
And then my mom and my sister came back and they were like, you would love this soundtrack.
Yeah.
You got to watch this. And so my little sister wanted to see it again. And so I took her and I watched it with her at the theater. And I was like, wow, this.
I was jamming out to that soundtrack. Dude.
Yeah.
Like in the theater.
You want to know my favorite part of the soundtrack?
What?
It was that part when they had to get April O'Neil's bike back, or her scooter, and it was that scene when he's like fighting through all the different. It's like they're like in the garage, and then they're also they have to fight through all the bad guys.
They chase the dude back to their garage where they're like taking parts off of cars and stuff like that.
And it's the song "No Diggity" by Blackstreet. That was sick. That was sick. That scene was tight. I love that.
And you know what I also thought was funny? The references to like what were they saying? They were saying specific terms like only kids nowadays would say.
That was I did not like that. I don't like that.
But no, I thought it was fitting. Because it's like they're like what? They're 14 or 15 in this movie.
Yeah.
They're not.
Yeah.
They're like not old. So it's like, I mean, as cringe as it may have been for you, I found it to be fitting. You got to remember, this movie was executive produced by what's his name? Seth Rogen. So he would do something like that.
Probably.
And he would try and make it.
I feel like I'm interested
but it also
to see how this movie will age, you know?
Yeah. It also enhanced the all around, I don't know how to put it, like interactivity between the turtles. Like they interacted on the same level with each other.
Like they flowed.
Yeah.
I can see
you know, but it's like they also had different aspects to their personality. Like obviously Raphael was more violent and he was
like
aggressive.
they're more
and Leo was still Leo was still that team leader type of guy. And Mikey was that goofy I always want pizza type of dude. And then Donatello was like, he's like always analyzing stuff, and he's like he had those glasses too, like he was always like the more scientific type guy, like he usually always is.
Yeah.
So it's like there were still differences, but it's like, as you put it, they all seem to flow well together whenever they're just hanging out.
Ice Cube was awesome as Superfly.
Oh yeah, that was great.
Sick. That was
great.
He was awesome.
I think the voice acting was really on point.
Yeah.
What else?
Yeah.
What else did I really like? Shredder.
Yeah. Well, obviously.
Dude, I'm telling you, if the
sequel is gonna be sick. It's gonna be sick.
I think the sequel has the potential to be better than this one.
I think so too.
Because not only are they bringing in Shredder, which is going to be a much bigger threat, but they also treat Shredder as like a mercenary, which is who he's supposed to be. He's not really the guy ever running things. He's always like someone. He's kind of like the top dog. He's kind of like the top dog's personal bodyguard or assassin or mercenary. Like he's someone like that. But he's like incredibly overqualified for his job, and he could run things if he wanted to. He doesn't, though, because I think he knows his limits and he knows his place, and I think he's happy with it.
Okay, gotcha. Yeah, I can see that.
Now, I don't know if there's going to be like a personal vendetta that Shredder may have against the Turtles. I don't know if that's going to be a thing in this, because usually he has like a personal vendetta. Like they interfere with an operation of his, or because usually he ends up trying to go after them, and
instead of it just like being his job to just kill him.
Yeah. So I hope there's like some level of personal.
Probably.
And on the flip side, I hope the Turtles have like a personal vendetta. Here's the thing. I'm thinking Shredder ends up killing Splinter.
Okay.
And maybe that's the Turtles' incentive to go after him.
Thing is, usually it's because Shredder is affiliated with the Foot Clan.
Oh, yeah, I completely forgot about
the Foot Clan. Is like they're the one that like runs rampant on the streets, and they cause chaos, and they're like messing with everybody. And Turtles always battle them, and they're like, okay, who's your leader? And it's Shredder, so they're like, okay, we got to.
Do you maybe think that Shredder is going to end up like breaking the deal he made with the corporation that hired him, and like end up trying to do things on his own? Like, hence the Foot Clan. Maybe they tried to take over the city.
Maybe
something like that.
Yeah, I think that could definitely happen. Actually, yeah, I could see that happening. Because maybe the Foot Clan is like, okay, so you got the higher up people up here, and then you got Shredder, and then you got the Foot Clan down here, who Shredder's in charge of, and Shredder is like, okay, Foot Clan, you guys got to go attack these guys.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
Yeah, that could be.
So cool. Maybe he'll like play it dumb for a little while, and then just like out of nowhere, he'll just be like, "This has been my operation all along. I've been the one calling the shots."
Because, like you said, that like he limits himself. Like he knows, like he's overqualified for the job and stuff. Like he could. Yeah.
I'm more excited for the sequel, to be honest. Even though Mutant Mayhem was like incredibly good for what it was, I feel like the sequel has the potential to be one of the greatest TMNT movies ever made.
Wow.
It has the potential. Will it? We don't know. We don't know, because I feel like there's definitely can't say words. There's definitely going to be a major loss in the next one, and I think it's going to be Splinter. I think Splinter is going to get killed by Shredder. I think because do you think
it's going to be a trilogy, and you think they're going to make a third one?
I feel like it would work if they did,
because they'd be on their own for the third one.
Yeah.
And they'd have to...
But I feel like that's a learning curve for them, too.
I feel like it could also... but they did also do Shredder in the second one. And I feel like third one may be, like, a bit lackluster.
Well, I feel like if they do... If they end up using Shredder and they don't kill him off in the second one, who would be the other like big enemy?
I mean, they already showed Bebop. Okay, all the bad guys turned good at the end of
Oh, you know
TMNT.
who we haven't even mentioned yet?
What?
Casey.
Oh, true.
So where does he fit in all this? Because he's gonna have to.
I
come
feel
up at
like,
some
you know
point.
what? They're probably gonna do Casey bad. Honestly, I think they're probably gonna. I'm thinking. I could imagine that they'd make him just like a moody teen, kind of.
Yeah. But like Casey's supposed to be a badass dude.
Yeah,
He's like,
I know he is, but like I feel like I don't know.
No, yeah, I think they could do it bad. Here's what I'm thinking. I feel like if my splinter theory about him dying is true, they realize they need help, right? I feel like they could. I don't know if they would bring back the mutants from the last one. It would be, possibility.
They use a lot of villains from that one. Yeah. I don't know. They all like just decided that like okay, all of them simultaneously at the same time had an epiphany about their moral struggles, like about being a bad
Well,
guy.
I also think they like took a look at what they were doing for a second. They're about to shoot a ray of mutant gas into the atmosphere and potentially make the entire human race extinct. And then they looked at Superfly and then they were like, this dude's kind of crazy.
Okay, but like every single like they're all different people. They're all different. Like they're supposed to be bad guys, I didn't really like how they did that.
I thought Superfly was supposed to be a bad guy.
Yeah, Superfly.
I don't think all of them were necessarily bad. I think they were all just following him because they thought he knew what he was talking about.
That's like,
and then they kind of woke up to the consequences of what could happen because of his plan, and then they were like, "Yeah, that's messed up."
I feel like they could have at least kept some wanted to maybe they'd be affiliated with Shredder, and like they'd carry on to be with the bad guys in the second movie. But like every single one of Superfly's henchmen,
here's the thing about that. Even if that was possible, I still feel like Shredder would have ended up killing them once he was done with their use or whatever.
Maybe, but I feel like that if anything, like I feel like all of their character arcs, it just doesn't make any. It just seems lazy to me, a little bit. I think in the writing. That's personally not how I would have done it. I think I would have liked to see at least. It would have been more interesting to see some just that decided to like, oh yeah, this is bad, and then like some people like I love Bebop and Rocksteady. Like I would have I would have wanted them to stay, right? Yeah. And they're like, no, like this is the way, dude. Like, what are you talking about?
Yeah.
So like that'd be cool to see them like battle among the group, and see them like have their own moral like battles, because all of them were like that was dumb. That was the worst part of the movie. But overall, it was a great movie. I loved it. But that was dumb.
I'm too hyped for the next one, dude.
Okay, all right.
Shredder, I'm not even joking. Shredder is like the only person I want to see out of all this.
It's gonna be sick.
Because Shredder is definitely, as much as I'm like not that big of a TMNT fan, Shredder is what will always and forever draw me to TMNT. Because I feel like you can't have them without having Shredder.
I agree.
And Shredder's like incredibly iconic, and just the fact that he was mentioned at the end, and we saw like a little bit of him,
short little thing.
There's some potential here.
I'm excited.
There's some real potential here to make the next movie, like really sad, but also like a major learning curve And also because, like, they could introduce Casey if they wanted to.
Yeah.
They could kill off Splinter by Shredder, and then the Turtles would have a personal vendetta to go after this guy, and then there could be, like, this big, huge end battle where it's like, you know what the Guardians did? Remember at the end of Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3, where Rocket was, like, trying to save all those animals, and then what's his name? The High Evolutionary walked in, and he just started throwing them around the room. Like, he was like, "You're my creation." He was, like, going crazy.
Vaguely.
And then all of a sudden, Rocket pulled like a big brain move and magnetized himself to the floor and just, like, straight up gut shotted the High Evolutionary. And then all the Guardians walked in, and they all started beating up on the High Evolutionary all at once, and then finally beat him. That could be a moment.
Remember that. I don't remember that at all. Actually,
what do you mean you don't?
I don't know.
When was the last time you watched Guardians?
When it came out?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't remember that at all.
Dang, dude. Well, that
I guess it
could
wasn't
be
that
a moment
memorable.
with the Turtles and Shredder,
Okay.
right?
Where,
like final
where Casey
battle.
comes in.
Final battle. It's Casey and the Turtles, and they all have a personal vendetta. Besides Casey, really, but he's willing to help out.
I feel like Casey's always feels like an extra to me, and I feel like I want him to have a purpose if he's going to be in the movie instead of just
but do you think they're going to give him that?
They better if they want to be better than the first one.
I feel like Casey is definitely, as much as I love Casey, Casey's I feel like going to be one of those characters that is just put in to help. As sad as that is.
They better break that tradition then, because I think Casey's a really cool character, and like I feel like there's a lot that you can do with it, but like what you're saying, like with Shredder and what we're talking about with the Foot Clan and like the hierarchy.
Yeah.
Don't mind about why I have a knife in my hand. I'm just I think there's a lot going on, but I think Casey could have a really cool story arc, character arc. And he
could. I agree with that. But do you think they're going to have the decency to give him that in the next one and not just make it about the Turtles and their personal vendetta against Shredder?
I mean, they had a character arc with April O'Neil in the first one.
Yeah.
The barf girl.
Yeah.
That was insane. How she barfed all over the place.
What if, and I don't want him to do this, but I feel like it would give Casey a reason to be there.
Yeah.
What if April, and like I said, I'm not for this, but it could be a way to get Casey involved more. What if it turns out that, maybe Casey and April had a relationship at one point, and then April ends up dying from collateral damage or whatever.
Oh.
From like Shredder and his rampage. So then he also has a personal vendetta against Shredder.
So he wants to kill Shredder because he killed his ex?
Something like that. But I'm just saying, I can't really figure out a way he could be involved.
Well, maybe they'll figure something out. They had a pretty basic kind of like bad guy type thing in the first one.
And you also got to understand, if they wanted Casey to be involved as much as we want him to be involved, they would have introduced him in this first movie at least.
I don't think so. I don't necessarily think
so. And then they would have done more character building in the second movie.
I think no, because I mean, look at April O'Neil's story arc. She was introduced in the first one. I mean, obviously, she had her own little thing. It doesn't have to be like. It doesn't even have to be like connected to Shredder. I just want him to have an actual purpose instead of just being there and like part of the team, kind of.
But
just,
that's
like,
the thing.
helping
He
out.
can't. I don't think he can have a purpose if you don't give him a reason to be there. Like he has to have some kind of vendetta or some reason for being there, because otherwise, he would basically be like, "Hey, I don't really care about this," or he would be just like willing to help out, which is just bullshit writing. You got to give him a reason. You got to give him a personal reason, like a personal vendetta. Same with the turtle.
Imagine after all this thought, like, there's no Casey at all. Imagine.
That would be, dude,
that'd be funny.
All I'm saying is, look, I don't. Casey is such a pivotal character. I feel like in Turtles history, they have to.
And he's the perfect person to bring in for the sequel as well.
Yes. At this point, I would just like him to show up.
Yeah. Well, yeah.
Because if he doesn't, and they don't make a third one, which would be messed up too, then Casey's just not in this equation at all. This could be, if they end up making this a trilogy, this could be one of the best Turtle trilogies of all time. If they do it
how
right.
many Turtle trilogies are there? This is the third.
There's a couple. I think this is the third trilogy. This would be the third trilogy if they end up making 3 movies.
There's the first one with the costumes.
Yeah.
Live action. There's the second one, which you didn't like. That's not a trilogy, though. There's only 2, I think.
So there's been... Just look up all the TMNT movies, dude. Just look them all up.
TMNT movies.
I know there's like 2 movies that end up going together with each other. And then there's the 3 live action ones.
There we go. Wikipedia. TMNT 1, 2, 3.
Okay.
The TMNT.
That is the last TMNT movie I watched that I liked. The 2007.
Okay. I haven't seen that in a while, but
that one was really good because you know what it did? It introduced the last Ronin storyline, where Raphael breaks off from the group and he becomes his own like solo vigilante, and then they have that cool fight scene with him and Leo basically asking him to come back to the team.
Yeah.
I thought that was
Michael Bay actually was one of the producers.
Yeah.
For the first 2, so that makes sense.
I also did kind of feel I was getting Transformers vibes from those movies.
For sure. I don't know why they maybe whatever.
I'd recommend the 2007 one though.
For sure. Yeah, me too. I want to rewatch it.
Because Shredder wasn't in that one. I'm pretty sure they made up an original villain who was like, it had to do with time travel a little bit, where it was like this ancient ancestral people who were like making this huge machine. They were like a huge corporation, and their organization was covering up the fact that they're making a huge machine to bring. It's similar to Hellboy: The Golden Army, where they have like this army that's been like hasn't been uncovered for thousands of years, and then they end up waking it up to use it, or the villain does. It's very similar to that plot.
Gotcha.
And it's like the whole thing with the turtles is that while all of that's happening and they're trying to figure out what's happening with that, they're also not exactly together as a group anymore. Like they kind of all go off and do their own stuff. They're older too, so it's like, and they introduced the last Ronin storyline with Raphael being a solo vigilante, the Ronin. And then they have that whole battle with him and Leo, and then they convince each other that like we need to get the group back together and deal with this. That I'm telling you, dude, the 2007 TMNT is like one of the most underrated TMNT movies ever.
It's on Netflix, I think, maybe.
Yeah.
Last time I checked, like maybe a year ago.
I might have to go back and watch it again because I remember the voice acting was very dramatic too.
Oh gosh.
There was a lot of yelling and like animation wasn't bad either.
All right, Mutant Mayhem. You said a 7.5.
Yeah.
There's not like very many things that I disliked about that movie, other than maybe those little henchman villains.
Yeah.
And ultimately, like kids movies. That was PG-13, wasn't it?
I don't know.
Was it PG?
I think it might have been PG. Yeah.
Okay. Well, like typically PG movies, like those. Well, 2001 is G, isn't it? So I should probably watch my words here, but like you know what I'm saying. Like yeah. I typically don't like younger audience movies as much as like Terminator. You know what I'm saying? So some things like just like the target audience, like with the humor, and I feel like the Gen Z, like
I feel like it worked though.
I don't know. It was a little strange. Did you see in the credits that Mr. Beast was one of the voices for?
Oh yeah, I saw it. He played. My sister pointed it out to me when we went to go see it. I forgot who it was he played, but he did like.
Was it the delivery guy at the end?
I don't know.
Was it like?
Might have been.
He helped him out. Okay. Yeah. So it's just like it's not necessarily like something that degrades the value, but it's having it be PG. It's all right. So I'm gonna say 7 out of 10.
Okay.
And we can come to agreement on 7.5, I guess. I'll come up to a 7.5. So
okay. Pretty good.
All right. Yeah. I also thought like all of them like worked really well together, and like they all they had the nice flow as well. So
yeah.
Yeah, cool. Oh, also I just wrote this down real quick, but they're also making a Good Burger 2. That's coming out soon. They released the trailer.
Burger 2?
Yeah, dude. Have you seen the first one, dude?
I haven't seen the first one.
What? Classic Nickelodeon, dude. You gotta watch it.
Good Burger.
That's a PG movie, and that is like a 5-star movie right there, dude. I'm telling you.
Okay.
I'm telling you.
Putting a lot of praise on this thing right now.
Add it to your list, dude. It's hilarious.
Good Burger from 1997.
That 25 years ago. 26.
Yeah, I never watched it.
26. Yeah, dude.
But they're making a second one?
Yeah, they released a trailer. Paramount Plus.
Oh, shoot.
Yep. Welcome to Good Burger, home of the Good Burger.
How are they gonna... Uh-oh. How are they gonna get Dan Schneider to do it?
Uh-oh. I don't know.
That dude's like a weirdo.
He's like, yeah, he is.
Anyway.
They're probably not. Like, it's probably going to be like under new management.
Probably.
Yeah,
I wouldn't
he has a bit
it.
of a, So, what now?
I don't know.
You don't know?
No.
Sure.
I mean, I know, but I don't know how it's going to go this time.
Who's super hot? Are you super hot?
You are. If you remember the last time, you ended up
hot.
winning.
Did I?
Yeah.
That's a pleasant surprise. All right. Well, then.
You know where we at. It's primetime rapping. Let's go ahead and get into it. We got our challenger over here.
Yep. T-Bone 225, run my nap.
225? Is that an area code or something? Put that on the map quick.
Oh, shit.
T-Steak. Let's go ahead and get into our main man, the champion himself. No need for introduction.
First of all, I'm not a rapper.
Capper.
Let's go ahead and get into this little coin toss here. Good luck.
Hey,
about luck.
you know what I do? Heads.
Okay.
You know how I go.
Yep. Tails.
Hey. I go first.
Yeah, but
Hey, tell him.
hold on. I want to talk. When it comes to super hot, he goes first. What is this?
Okay.
All right, you know we've had a few weeks off, so
Yeah.
I feel like we need a practice round to get back into the swing of things.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Just a quick practice round, just throw out a little something.
Quick practice round, nothing crazy.
Yep. You know how it is.
Nothing crazy.
Yeah, nothing crazy. Just do a little something. Just a little something. Just get a little something from here.
Yeah.
What?
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 Are you mocking me?
No,
You sure?
I'm sure. Are you sure?
No?
All right, I'm going for this one right here. Messing around at night, dude.
You aren't messing around?
No, I'm not messing around.
Okay. All right. Well, here I got obviously, got to bring the classics. Well, this isn't a particularly classic, but it's a classic in my heart because I love this artist so much, and I'm taking the price tag off of this. 1 second. I love his timeless variants, and this one is the Doc Ock timeless variant.
Okay.
Very nice.
Very nice.
I like. All right.
Amazing Spider-Man, issue 250.
Wow.
I'm going some John Romita Jr. tonight.
Wow.
This is my favorite Hobgoblin cover besides his first appearance.
Really?
Yes. I like the flames. I like the way John Romita Jr. draws Spider-Man.
Me too. It's Zane. Yes, I remember you, Zane. What are you talking about? What's going on?
All right. I'm going for it tonight.
Did you come from the Discord or something? Or did you, I guess maybe because you're subscribed, maybe? I just pinged the Discords. I don't know if you're in the Discord or not. Links in the description for anyone that's watching. Join the Discord.
It's from 250. Let's get it going.
This is a practice round. Practice round, guys. Practice round. Okay.
Practice like you play.
Okay. Gotcha. Good. How are you? I'm good. This is our first stream in maybe like 3 weeks. So
yeah, it's been a little while.
Yeah. But yeah, All right, you win that one. I'll give it.
Okay. I didn't even get a chance to look at the poll.
Don't get too excited.
I just didn't get a chance to look at the poll, which tells me it was a quick.
It was 3-0.
That must have been a quick loss.
It was,
What's the category? What are we doing?
Hold on for a second. I'm thinking of an artist here.
Uh-oh.
Okay. Hold on. Hold your horses.
Hold on.
Yeah. Okay. You just used a John Romita Jr. cover.
Yeah.
Now we have to use a John Romita Sr. cover.
That's tough, dude. I don't know if I... Okay, hang on.
Or, well, yeah, okay. Find a John Romita Sr. cover.
Maybe. Okay. Maybe I do. Maybe I'm just like blanking right now. But maybe I do.
I need a nicer copy of this book, dude, honestly. I don't know. I mean, I got the book, but it's...
I need more early Spider-Man issues, man.
Me too. So, Zane, how you doing? I mean, I already asked that, but what have you been up to? I got my book, dude. I got my book. All right.
Hey, I need to.
I'll open it up to John Romita.
Okay.
Okay. Which is a better John Romita cover?
I kind of want to do a senior. I just need to find it.
All right.
I definitely have one. Maybe. Possibly. Probably. I'm gathering.
Are you on CLZ? Because you can filter by cover artist, dude.
Yeah, that's what I'm doing now.
So how
not
is it
not
taking
on
you?
CLZ, just like key collector. Because I still don't have CLZ, but I need to get CLZ.
What clips do I have? Oh, that's right.
¿Dónde está?
Men's room is over there on the left.
Cabrón, I need to see you a boss.
That's such a good clip, dude. That was a very, very good clip. Actually,
Rest in peace. Rest in peace.
who did this? Oh, that's Cockrum. That's not
Dude,
John.
Just dude.
Give me a second, man.
Oh, that shit is real funny.
Yeah, real funny.
Hey, yo, man, don't touch my body, man.
Oh, I hear that, big man.
Yeah,
that's right. I hear that.
Hey, look at that, man. Bunch of punk motherfuckers, man.
Hey, Zilla, you smell something, man?
Definitely smell something out
You
here.
smell something, Steph?
I smell it.
I smell pussies.
Yo, man, forget this,
Look at him when he's so.
Well, yeah. Well, I guess we would smell like pussies to a bunch of dicks. Shit.
That's funny. Okay. I'm getting there. I have it in my head, but I need to confirm.
Bruh.
Don't do that.
Bruh.
Don't do that.
Bruh.
I have it.
Oh, you do? You do have it? Okay.
It's in my head.
Oh, goodness.
It's here. Maybe?
You got 20 seconds.
No, I don't.
Yeah, you do.
What? What?
20, 19, 18, 17, 16.
Give me a second, man.
15.
Dude,
14,
this is messed up.
13, 12,
This is messed up.
11,
Give me a second.
10, 1.
Okay.
Oh.
You're messing me up.
See, there you go. You got it, right?
Sure.
That was like 3 minutes.
No.
Yeah. Okay. Y'all ready for this? Here's his signature, right?
Oh, God.
Right there. Shoot. You can't see it.
It's there, guys. Trust me.
Beware the Black Widow in Amazing Spider-Man number 86. Beautiful cover. Beautiful cover. Beautiful composition. Classic John Romita Sr. right there. Look at those colors. Look at that.
I don't think you can get any more classic, dude, than a nice little classic Punisher cover we got going on.
All right.
Issue 201 of ASM. Nice little John Romita Sr. Punisher cover, classic Spidey cover.
For 201.
Yeah.
Alrighty.
Going for it, dude.
Go vote in the poll, everyone. Go vote.
We're going
in the
for
poll.
it.
Yeah, buddy.
I need to pull up the poll first.
That's a John Romita Jr. cover?
It's a senior cover.
Really?
Yeah.
All right.
Let me set my phone back up here. Okay. All right, we're cooking. Appreciate the vote.
Do you though?
I do. I greatly appreciate the vote.
I feel like I'd appreciate it more.
I just need one more, man.
Come on, guys. Come on. Look at this thing.
Just give me one. Oh,
Bruh. All right.
That is now over half your viewer count that just voted for me, dude.
No comment.
Woo! We're on fire tonight. I'm taking back my trophy.
Oh, we'll see. We'll see, buddy. Don't get too excited.
I am taking back
Wait, what is this?
rightfully mine.
Wait.
What?
I could have used this. What is this? Oh my gosh.
I was looking for my
Look at this.
Yeah, I was looking for this, and now I found it.
Oh shoot. Well, we both
Yeah,
missed opportunities. So
kind of
all right.
done
It
goofed
happens.
on that one.
It happens. It's all right.
Next category.
Gotta use a slab.
Ooh. Ooh. We're going slabs? Uh-oh. Pulling out a big boy book right now, ladies and gentlemen. I'm pulling out a big boy book right now.
So you didn't hear that. Hold on.
Did you just crack? Is it cracked? It's not cracked, is it? No, you didn't crack it. Don't tell me you cracked the slab.
What? No.
Are you sure?
No. Yeah.
Dude, what did you crack?
No, I didn't crack anything.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
There isn't just like a nick in the corner of the.
Yes, bro. I promise. I didn't crack anything. Okay. There may be 2 books missing on my wall, but I promise. I did not. I did not crack anything. Okay.
What did you drop though?
The nail on the wall was like, and then the thing that yeah.
What?
Okay.
What happened, dude?
All right, you ready for this? You ready for this? All right.
That's messed up, man.
Shut up. All right. Classic book here. We're bringing out the classics. This is a facsimile of The Incredible Hulk 181. And of course, since we're doing slabs, it wouldn't, you got to show off the beautiful 9.8 right there. There it is.
I got a much better heavy hitter than you got. Just saying. You got a facsimile. All right?
Okay.
That's like fresh off the press, dude.
Okay.
I got a nice little. Some would say it's a grail. Some would consider it a minor key. Showcase issue number 60 and a 4.0. The first appearance of the Spectre in the Silver Age.
All right.
And this thing presents incredibly. Got it in this nice little bag. Colors are amazing. And it has the potential to get a grade bump, dude. I would just need to get it clean and pressed. Do I want to though?
Yeah. Yeah, you do.
This is the first Spectre, dude.
Go vote in the poll, everyone. The poll's live.
This thing is nice. Vibrant. Displays well. Potential for a bump. You could see it right there. First Silver Age appearance of the Spectre. It's also the origin.
Go vote in the poll. There's no votes yet. What the heck? It's been a minute. Oh, there we go. Whoa.
I can't see the poll, dude.
Oh my gosh.
What's going on here? Oh man. I think that's it. He risked chat. He risked slabs on his wall so he could get that dub. And he did not get that dub. This will always be the one and forever winner of slab battles. What next? What challenger are you gonna throw at me
Frank
next?
Miller cover.
Oh, okay. I got you. Want to go full on Frankie. Full on Frankie boy.
What'd you say?
Full on Frankie boy.
Oh yeah, you know it.
Consult key collector real quick. Okay. Frankie boy.
Yep.
When did he do?
Oh brother. Oh brother.
What are you saying? What was that for?
It's gonna be another 5-minute thing again.
No, I have it.
Uh-huh.
I just had to remember where I put it.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, uh-huh.
That's what they all say. That's what
I
they all
have
say.
my book.
All right.
Thank you very much.
Well, ladies first. So you wanna present your book?
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm going with some classic Dark Knight Returns here tonight. Dark Knight Returns issue 4, Batman v Superman cover. Got this amazing Mylar on this beautiful book.
Pretty nice. Pretty nice. I love that cover. I got that book in my collection. Love it. However, classic, iconic Frank Miller right here. And honestly, one of the most famous Wolverine covers, in my opinion.
Wait.
And that would be Wolverine #1.
Oh.
Frank Miller. That's iconic. That's OG.
I thought you were gonna pull out the
Frank Miller
like.
right there.
What if you got the most recent Wolverine cover?
Dude, that'd be hilarious.
That'd be funny if you just
I
whipped
I
out.
should have. Yeah.
Boom. Wolverine versus Ghost Rider. Frank Miller variant. Can't get much better.
Oh, brother.
Oh, dude. You can't. I'm telling you, dude. Dark Knight Returns takes the dub. It has to.
There we go. I got it.
No, you didn't.
Yeah, I did.
Can't even see the thing.
Right there. Clear as day.
That's messed up, man.
Yep. Well.
All right, 2-1.
2-1.
I'll take it. What's the
All right. Well, let me put my book back onto the into the laundry hamper where it fell. Yeah, I'll be back 1 second.
Telling you, chat. We do Alex Ross. You don't know what I got. I know Harper's an Alex Ross connoisseur. But I have a feeling I could take him, whatever he whips out. I got stuff. You guys don't know yet.
Dude, do you have any photo covers at all?
Maybe.
That maybe is gonna cost us like 15 minutes of the stream of you searching for that.
Yeah.
All right.
Alex Ross? Just throwing it out there, man.
Let's do a cover that it has to have characters that originated from a movie.
Ooh. Wait.
So the characters on your comic cover.
She's gonna bring out a Terminator book, dude.
No, I'm not. I promise I'm not using the Terminator book. If I was using Terminator, I would have just said Terminator.
Can it be? No, I can't. That wouldn't make sense. Okay. What if it? It's gonna be a weirdly specific question. What if it is a cover with characters that are specific adaptations from
the comics?
Like a movie or a TV show, but they originated in the comics?
No. They have to be original characters from the movies. And this comic book is
so specific.
No, it's not. What a movie?
Dude,
a movie character
that literally takes
cover.
away maybe like more than half of my collection.
So use the other half of your collection.
I said more than half. So I got like a fourth to choose from, and I don't even know if I have that many.
Then choose.
Man, this is messed up.
Come on. It's not that bad. It ain't that bad.
Okay, well, I can't use anything in this box. So I'm gonna move on. I'm gonna move on to down here. Maybe this will give me some insight.
What are you saying?
I had to move on. I knew for a fact that I wasn't gonna find anything in that box.
Also, do you like my duct tape here, by the way?
I do. I saw it. It's interesting.
Yeah, the battery kept falling out when I'd throw it. So.
Dude, what is happening? Can't use any of these. Can't use any of these. Can't use any of these. Or these. Or these. Okay.
Dude, like, if you want to use a Terminator cover.
I mean, that's what I'm gonna have to use. That's the thing. Ooh.
Think about, bruh.
I might have
It's
an
not
ace
even.
up my
It's not
sleeve,
even that
dude.
hard.
I might have an ace up my sleeve, man. All right, what do you got?
You want to know what I got? You don't want to know what I got.
I'm kind of curious. I'm not gonna lie.
You don't want to know. All right, fine. Just for you, I'll show you what I got. Oh, did I say this? This happens to be a retailer incentive cover, and it's also a photo cover. And it's also in Mylar.
Okay.
And it's also number 1. This is Napoleon Dynamite, number 1.
God.
Look at that. Come on. Classic Napoleon right there. There he is. Amazing. Amazing. I love this cover. Napoleon Dynamite. There it is. Oh, yeah. All right. All right. What's your book? Hey, what are you doing? 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 Get back here. Get back here. Get back here. Get back here. Get back here.
No, I have my book.
Get back here. What are you doing? What are you doing?
I have my book.
What are you doing? What are you doing?
Don't
You got your
worry.
book. What are you doing then? What are you doing?
I got my
Hey,
book.
Hey, no, hey, wait. That's
I have my book.
That's illegal. That's guys. Did you? Hey, when everyone, you guys saw that. You guys need to boycott his. You can't vote for him now. You cannot vote for him now. This is cheating. This is
They
against the
can vote
rules.
for whoever
No,
they choose.
This is.
And as of right now,
You can't switch. You can't switch after you already had your book.
I didn't switch.
Yeah. What are you doing then? What are you doing?
I didn't switch.
Okay. What are you doing right now then?
Hang on, I have to make sure it's here.
Get up and show your book. Get up and show your book, dude.
Okay.
Come on. But okay, now let me see what your original book was then.
I was gonna switch, but now I'm not.
Okay.
I was thinking about it.
You can't do that. That's illegal. I've never switched.
I should put this in a new bag because the bag is maxed up. This is what I had. I was thinking of a Godzilla cover because I have some Godzilla books.
Okay.
But I went with this instead.
Okay.
Fight Club 2, issue number 1.
All right.
Going
Here
with
we
the
are.
Fight Club. We're going with the Fight Club. Going with this beautiful Fight Club. Yeah, the bag's a little messed up. You can see it. Fight Club 2, issue number 1. You took it out of the Mylar?
Yeah, you can see it a little better out of the Mylar. I want everyone go vote in the poll. The poll is live.
Fight Club 2, issue number 1.
Come on now. Come on. Classic Napoleon Dynamite. I should I was thinking about getting this graded, but no. It's a nice book though.
What's the poll looking like? Uh-oh.
Well,
I think I still win because even if the other two vote, still.
You want to see what the other book I was thinking about using was?
Yeah. I'm gonna see if I could try and find that Godzilla cover. The Jane Silent Bob.
Maybe I should have used that one.
I was gonna get that Godzilla cover, dude. I don't know what happened to it. I just had it, and now it's not
Yep. It's a shame.
present. currently.
It's a shame. That is a shame. Okay. Next up.
What's next? What you got?
I'm thinking. Ooh.
3-1.
What?
Huh?
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
Huh? What?
Huh?
Huh?
3-1.
What did you say?
3-1.
Huh?
Just reminding
say?
you. Just reminding you.
All right. Do you have any Ed Piskor covers?
I cannot confirm nor deny.
Oh.
Um.
Brother. Oh, brother. Oh, brother.
Yeah, I don't think I have any, dude.
Okay. Then. Then what about? Oh wait, I have an idea, but I don't think I have any books that will go with. That's actually a pretty hard category. This may be better if it's like. Okay, hold on.
He's gonna be spending longer than I am looking for books.
Yeah. Do you just want to do Alex Ross covers?
Tyler Durden's a Joker cover.
Oh.
Do you have any Joker covers?
I don't know.
I have a couple.
Let me look. Let me look if I have any.
I know I got a couple.
I don't know if I do, believe it or not. Oh wait, I think I do, but it's not good. I mean, I can. Hold on, where is it? It's back here somewhere. Okay. Oh snap! Yeah, let's do it. Let's do it.
Want to do the Joker?
Yep.
Is it Joker time, ladies and gentlemen? Going for Joker tonight.
This is sick. I love using this cover so much. I love this cover.
I love this cover, dude. I don't know about you. I think this is one of the pivotal Joker covers.
Yeah, I figured you voted for the FICO cover. Is there a bit of favoritism in the chat going on right here?
Probably.
Maybe a little bit of nepotism, maybe.
We'll never know.
I'll know. Okay, ready for this?
Yeah. See it.
This is a sketch cover.
Ooh.
From this is from Batman. This is Batman number 47. The Alex Ross sketch cover. Look at that. Look at that. And Harley Quinn on there.
Okay,
Check it
that's
out.
a little difficult.
That's sick.
I don't think I even knew you had that, to be honest.
You did. I think you actually have dementia. I've used this multiple times in cover battles.
I think I vaguely remember using it maybe once.
Yeah.
Straight up Killing Joke issue number 1. Going
All
for it. 5th print. I think 5th or 6th print. One of the two. Got that red text down at the bottom, neon colored.
I don't have that
Classic
one yet,
Joker cover.
actually.
I keep seeing first prints. I need to get a first print. Or the rare like $300 something like 9th print or
Yeah,
something.
right.
That would be even better, but Killing Joke issue 1. Who did this art again?
Dang, Comic Vet said Killing Joke for me. Shoot.
Boland? Is it a Boland cover? I think it is. Maybe, because I know Boland is very well known in terms of his art style. So, yeah, I would guess it's Boland.
Just because you're old. Okay, you're not that old. You're not that old, buddy.
3 votes, 6 people.
Ah.
Get some, uh-oh.
Oh.
Tides are turning, ladies and gentlemen.
I'll give another minute.
At least one more vote. At least.
Oh, this is intense.
Killing Joke versus Alex Ross. Who likes what?
All right, once that thing hits 2 minutes, I'll end it. All right, there it is. All right. Dang. I didn't know you had that, actually. I didn't know you had that book.
Or 1.
Oh, brother.
Oh, brother is right. What's the consensus right now? What are you feeling like?
I got an idea. I got a little bit of an idea. I know you have a particular Hulk book that is most commonly off limits during cover battles. However, this category is any Hulk cover.
You know what? I'm gonna throw him a curveball, ladies and gentlemen, because he knows what cover I'm using. But I'm gonna throw him a bit of a curveball here.
Oh, he's still.
I got my book.
Oh, what? No, you don't. No, you don't. Pretend you don't. Pretend you don't have your book.
I definitely do. He's thinking, man. He's thinking. We all know Harper's deeply in thought right now.
Okay. Sorry, I had to look through
So
300
here's the thing. You knew what Hulk book I would use. And I knew that you knew what Hulk book I would use. So I threw a little bit of a curveball with my pick. It ain't 340, buddy. I'll just tell you that. You could say this was a recent pickup within the past month or so. I'm ready when you are.
All right, show your book. Show your book.
Incredible Hulk. 345. I'm going for it, dude. Classic McFarlane, purple cover, gray Hulk. Near mint copy. See, he knew what book I would choose.
I was right that it was McFarlane.
Yeah.
You know, McFarlane is he's one of your favorites. I know that.
Yeah.
I know that you do typically gravitate towards his covers for cover battles. This book, for as long as we've been doing cover battles, and as long as I've had this book in my collection, I've used it quite frequently. As classic as the cover is, it still holds tried and true to my heart. I love this book dearly. It's an iconic cover, as it's a landmark issue for the Incredible Hulk series, and that is the Incredible Hulk number 102. With the beautiful colors, beautiful composition throughout the cover there. In the classic transformation sequence. Incredible Hulk 102, everyone.
All right, versus this
12 center
copy
12 center
of 345 here. Does it have a nick in it? Oh, it has one by the staple. Oh, not though. Near mint.
Look at that, everyone. Look at that, folks. Look at that. Look at that goodness. Go vote in the poll.
What if I just like whipped out a giant size Hulk one?
Dude, I want that book so bad. I want that book so bad. You don't even know.
That would be crazy. What if one day I'm like looking through a dollar bin or something, and I find just like a little bit of a beater copy?
No way.
Of, but good presenting.
Maybe a coverless copy. Not even.
Just like a $1 bin.
Go vote in the poll. Right, go vote in the poll, everyone.
What's the poll?
Oh my god!
Right now? Can't see. What's it? Man, I think that's all the people watching right now.
I think that's it. I think that's it.
Well, I may have lost my streak last week or the week before. But in time, I learned to rise from my mistakes. And I can confidently say that I am once again super hot.
Congratulations. Congratulations. Truly.
May the streak continue.
We'll see. We'll see about that next week.
May the streak continue.
Title championship next week. It's going down. Number 73. I'm excited to do Bean Boozled for 75.
Oh, dude.
Everyone, guys, for those who are watching, we're gonna try and do Bean Boozled for cover battles and somehow news. I think.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna like eat a Bean Boozled after every news thing.
Yeah. It's gonna be good.
That'll be fun. Yeah.
It's gonna be a show you'd wanna tune into.
Oh, for sure. Yeah, number 75. And next one is gonna be good too, probably. So all right, everyone. Well, next week we're gonna have some great stuff for you. Thanks for watching, everyone. Promotions from me. Right now, I am working on this movie script. It's high school like dramedy kind of.
Dramedy? Okay.
Yeah, so I think I might start a Kickstarter for that soon.
Ooh.
Maybe after I finish the script, maybe, because I don't have money. So
I would be happy to help out.
yes, thank you. So that'll be like maybe within the next month after I finish the script. Otherwise, I know I haven't been doing videos. Honestly, I am thinking about moving away from like YouTube videos for now. You know,
Valid.
not like officially quitting, but like I don't have the time to work on YouTube videos.
Temporary hiatus.
Yeah, I'm still cool to do streams as usual. I got Friday nights open for these things. I tell people, they're like, so what are your Friday nights like? I'm like, I'm busy. I got streams to host, dude. You know?
Yeah.
So, yep, moving up. So, promotion. Also, join the Discord. Subscribe, as usual. eBay page, linked in the description. I'm hopefully going to try and get more up. Maybe this weekend. That'll be a fun project because I'm not doing anything this weekend, so I can do more eBay stuff. Just sold
Labor Day weekend.
Yeah, I sold a book. It was this Batman 89 #1. It was a variant.
Oh, okay.
So just sold that. And I sold this. I got this Lethal Protector #1 in the dollar bin. I sold it for like $20 on eBay.
Ooh, profit.
Oh yeah. All right. Promotions for you. What do you got?
You already know what I'm gonna say, guys. Go check out the Instagram. There's so much stuff, all from my collection. I try and post weekly, so you guys can also check out the pinned post. I got Rocketeer. Got you on that. I got my most recent Grail. You know.
Oh snap! Nice.
Go check it out. Go check
Link
out
in the
Instagram.
description. Yep.
_ Dark Knight Comics on Instagram. We are currently at 623 followers.
Wow.
Pretty crazy. And I will still be posting. Well,
He's giving away his dog at 700, by the way, guys. So just let you know. Stay tuned for that.
Okay.
Doing a live giveaway on this channel
with my dog.
Yep. You know, any home would be better than yours because I know what happens after the camera goes off with your dog. Okay.
He's a little bit of an ankle biter. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, anybody would around you. So.
Yeah.
If that makes sense.
Well put. Well put.
Yeah. All right. Thanks for watching. Great stream.
Great stream as always.
Bye.
Bye, everybody.